88.5 begin.
Turn your radio on.
Turn it up.
Turn your radio up.
What if one of the most defining diplomatic shifts of our time did not take place in the polished halls of Washington, Paris, or London, but instead in Ouagadougou? Just recently, on what appeared to be an ordinary day, Liberia, Africa's oldest republic and one of America's most enduring allies on the continent, took a step few had anticipated. Rather than sending its foreign minister westward to reaffirm long-standing transatlantic partnerships, Liberia chose a different route. Its chief diplomat traveled deep into the Sahel, not to meet US or European leaders, but to sit across the table from Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the president of Burkina Faso. That choice spoke volumes. Liberia's identity has long been intertwined with the United States. Its national symbols echo American imagery. Its currency remains closely linked to the US dollar. Its political institutions, legal systems, and international posture have for generations reflected American influence. And yet, at this critical moment, Liberia sought dialogue not with its historic patron, but with a nation once dismissed as landlocked, impoverished, and politically unstable. This was not a ceremonial visit or diplomatic formality. It was a calculated signal, subtle yet powerful. It hinted at a broader realignment underway across the continent, a shift away from inherited loyalties and toward partnerships shaped by self-respect, shared experiences, and collective African interests. Liberia's move raised a profound question. Was this an early sign that Africa's political center of gravity is tilting towards sovereignty and self-determination, or was it a strategic response to a rapidly evolving global order? To fully grasp the significance of this moment, Liberia's history must be understood. Founded in the 19th century by formerly enslaved African Americans, the nation emerged under strong American patronage. Its governance structures, legal traditions, and political culture were molded in Washington's image. While many African states later embraced Pan-Africanism and anti-colonial resistance, Liberia remained an exception, often described as America's most reliable foothold in Africa. Yet beneath this historical bond lies a sobering reality. Liberia's economy remains weak and narrowly structured, with a GDP hovering just above $4 billion. The country depends heavily on foreign aid, remittances, and a limited range of exports, primarily rubber, timber, and iron ore. More than 60% of Liberians are under 25, but meaningful employment opportunities are scarce. Most young people survive in the informal sector, trapped in unstable work with low wages, no protections, and little upward mobility. Discontent has been quietly simmering in Monrovia. Despite decades of close alignment with Western powers, Liberia continues to face persistent electricity shortages, some of the highest power costs in West Africa, and crumbling infrastructure. Hospitals are under-resourced, schools are overcrowded, roads decay year after year. The contradiction is striking. Africa's closest US ally has yet to realize the prosperity long promised through that relationship. By 2025, this dissatisfaction reached a turning point. A new generation of Liberians began posing difficult but necessary questions. Why maintain dependency when other African nations are reclaiming control over their futures? Why cling to symbolic alliances that offer loyalty without transformation? Why wait indefinitely for external solutions when sovereignty might provide an alternative path? At the same time, the Sahel was undergoing its own transformation. A region historically portrayed as chaotic and hopeless was quietly reshaping its identity. Under Captain Ibrahim Traoré's leadership, Burkina Faso began shedding the image of perpetual crisis and emerging as a symbol of resistance and renewal. Alongside Mali and Niger, it helped establish the Alliance of Sahel States, a coalition focused on reclaiming natural resources, expelling foreign military forces, and building self-reliance in security, agriculture, and energy. For Liberia, the contrast was stark. On one side stood a century-old alliance with Western powers that delivered limited development. On the other was an emerging African-led movement grounded in autonomy, resilience, and collective strength. Liberia's visit to Ouagadougou was therefore not just diplomatic, it was ideological. It reflected a deeper continental reckoning. Africa reassessing old dependencies and searching for futures defined by its own priorities. That may be the true meaning of this moment, not simply where the meeting took place, but what it symbolizes. A continent in transition, old assumptions giving way to new possibilities, and a future no longer dictated by legacy relationships, but shaped by deliberate choice. At the same moment, a distinctly African alternative was beginning to take shape. Ambitious in vision, imperfect in execution, yet firmly grounded in local realities. For many African nations, the central dilemma was no longer framed as a choice between order and collapse or stability and chaos. Instead, it had become a far more fundamental decision: continue down the familiar path of dependency, or take the uncertain but empowering road toward genuine self-determination. This is precisely why Liberia's January visit to Ouagadougou carried far more weight than an ordinary diplomatic engagement. In many respects, it marked a moment of collective reckoning. A silent admission that the gravitational center of African political thought may no longer revolve around distant capitals like Washington, Paris, or London, but is increasingly pulling inward, toward African solutions shaped on African soil, particularly within regions such as the Sahel. This makes the question unavoidable. Was Liberia's outreach to Burkina Faso an act of desperation fueled by long-standing frustration, or was it an early signal of Africa's emerging political trajectory, one defined by courage, autonomy, and confidence rather than borrowed systems and external validation? When examined closely, what Liberia sought, and what the Sahel had begun to demonstrate, offers a compelling answer. Long before Liberia's diplomatic pivot captured international attention, Burkina Faso had already begun to defy the assumptions of its critics. Only a few years earlier, analysts in Western policy circles had written the country off as irreversibly unstable, economically fragile, and permanently reliant on foreign intervention. Yet by 2025, under the leadership of Captain Ibrahim Traoré, Burkina Faso was actively reshaping its national identity. Central to this transformation was a development few expected: tangible improvements in security. For years, the Sahel had suffered relentless extremist violence despite the heavy presence of foreign military forces, particularly from France. Rather than diminishing the threat, insecurity continued to spread. Then came a decisive rupture. Traoré expelled foreign troops, restructured national defense forces, and within a short period reclaimed nearly 70% of territory previously controlled by armed groups. To sustain this effort, the government launched the Patriotic Support Fund, a nationwide mobilization that drew contributions from ordinary citizens, private businesses, and local communities. In an extraordinary display of national ownership, the fund raised over $600 million to equip the military and support local defense initiatives. This was not merely a security measure, it was a bold assertion of sovereignty. Across the continent, this development resonated deeply. It shattered a long-standing assumption that African nations could not finance their own security or govern their stability without external oversight. It showed that dignity could be funded domestically, that resilience did not require perpetual debt, and that national defense need not be outsourced to foreign powers. The second pillar of Burkina Faso's growing influence lies underground. While its official GDP remains modest, its natural resource base tells a very different story.
We have seen a systematic erosion of democracy. Executive overreach and open disregard for our constitution. Lawlessness in the
Ilala samaleku, ilala samaleku, ilala asesaya o. Sare ilala samaleku, ilala
Well, let me say a pleasant good morning and a warm welcome to your program. Talk about it on Kings 88.5. On Talk About It, we discuss issues of national concern. We bring them on the table and before you back in Radio Land. The time to be a part of the program by putting forth your comments, your suggestions and recommendations, the way forward. On our best, we can move our country, Mama Liberia. With this agreed goal, but we found a common ground and fought ahead as a people. Please be my guest on this 9th day of January 2026, weekend edition of the program. My name is Israel, where we are seeing. Let's take a gist of our two songs. And when we come back, of course, we talk about our common patriotism, common denominator, Mama Liberia. Thank you so kindly. Thank you so kindly. And let me say good morning to the peace-loving people of our dear country, Mama Liberia, across the 15th sub-political division of the Republic of Liberia. I greet you all this morning with clarity and extension. Those of you across Monserrado County within the 17 electoral district, let me say good morning to you. Maybe you're on your way to school, at your business area, at your job site. Maybe you're on your way for that special occasion or that special interview. You're on the keke, you're on the motorbike, you're on a private or commercial vehicle, and you are in tune to Kings 88.5. Let me say good morning to you. Good morning to our people there across the country, in the counties. Those of you following us by radio, Buto Radio 102.3 there in Zino County, in Grand Crew, in River Says, other parts of the country, or by way of the social media. Let me say good morning to you and our friends, supporters in the diaspora. We also want to say good morning to all of you. What a great opportunity to be here again. And we want to say to God be all the glory. Today is a wonderful day because we are opportune to see a brand new day. So is indeed a wonderful day. To my Muslim brothers and sisters, assalamu alaikum. Today is Friday, in solidarity with my Muslim brothers and sisters. So today is the birthday of Winning. Thank God, Johnson. Winning, today is your birthday. And I'd like to say happy birthday to you. You're there in the office of Honorable Sahali Joseph at the Library Senate. I want to say happy birthday to beautiful Winning. Thank God, Johnson. I said again, I'm full of Facebook again. Happy birthday to you. Celebrating Grand Star. And I wish you the best that life has to offer. My prayer for you is that God will grant you your heart desire. Happy birthday. And have a wonderful time celebrating your birthday today. Winnie Tango Johnson. Happy birthday to you. Here we are again. Liberia is an interesting country. We'll continue to talk. For talking, nobody going to scare us. We're free to talk, especially talking about our country, Liberia. So, so Liberia is moving. Everybody talking about the climate change, changing the weather condition, changing what it's unfolding. Liberia, our situation changing. It's turning around. It's not just the climate change, like I have things changing, going its own way. It means that the government They are finding it difficult. But you know, I've always said to people that if you think you can go outside the box of the US government, the United States, you on your own. If you think you can do your own thing and you will leave America and say you go outside. I've always heard from many Liberians. One time, one papi and myself were arguing right down here. Now I knew all the talking were talking. He was an ex-fighter. I said, don't talk about America. You had gone there where you kept plenty of people, then you won't talk about America. You should be going to the war crime court. Oh, my son, you want to attack me? I said, no, but you can't be talking about America and say we don't need America. So we said a blatant lie. We don't need America. We can do it ourselves. Where you get here, you can do by yourself. What do you get? You, your budget, where you depending, your whole budget. That America, that the people you depending on. Taxpayer money from different countries. That's why you relying on for your budget. You raising your money here. All your hope that on the people. You relying on them. Then you say you won't play games with the people. I know the rescue mission. I know things are tough for you. It's hard for you. Now the guys are gone. They have gone to Burkina Faso. Liberia gone to Burkina Faso. I was playing a documentary. Liberia, they've gone there. They want to have in time. So you want to rub shoulder with, but you listen one time, Mo Ali, Darius DeLong, they were talking about, they were misbehaving, they were acting rude on the international community, especially America. You heard them one time. We will take the country a different way. We will not rely on one partner. We want to work with everybody. We want to make sure that we do it. We want to make sure we put Liberia on path. You know, we can rub shoulder with one group of people. That America they were talking to. And then when I hear some of you talking, America don't help Liberia, but America tell your people to steal. That America told your people, to your president, to go pay horse and hide it from us. That America say the SOE should eat all the money and they can't help national budget and they are spending it wastefully. Is it America? No. America didn't say to your president, take money, go pay her. If not America, I say let a government official rape our sodomize our boys, rape our small girls. It's not America. Because they want to play games, they want to steal, they want to be into corrupt attitude. So they want to take the country problem and put it on America like America. No. And I hear them talking about climate change, the EPA say, you know, the weather condition, it will affect road, it will do this. What is it? What is it? The EPA people. You know the road, the thing, it will affect. They say, what is it? Government secure some money, but they climate change something. It will affect even the road. It will delay road project development initiative. Will come to standstill, and so we need to pray, and you know, and what have you. That those things are not excuse. The Chinese people ring and be falling, the people bury our places. The overhead bridge, the people building over there, they will not stop because of the rain. How much rain falling so much that you think you can't stay build the road? Rain was falling here, other people were building roads. So they look for excuses. They look for area that they will run away and escape their responsibility. So don't put it on the climate change. Climate change there, but you'll be begging people for money. So the climate change should not be the issue why you not build the roads. No. It should not be the issue why you not build the roads. So you can see the trend of the United Party government, how they're proceeding now. You saw recently Louis Brown, he spoke for the A3. Simply try to tell our country, tell us that they ain't all for the Americans. They want to go their separate ways. You see, in Liberia, the government gets so envious of Burkina Faso. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like that Joe Baka gets so envious. He and his people, they get vexed that, oh, if country like Burkina Faso can be, but the people got resources that they're making use of it. So what you want to do? You want to escape our traditional ally. You want to go on your own. You want to go different way. So you see, they have already had our delegation to Burkina Faso to meet Wari and discuss. We can partner together. We can do things together. So you see the level of how they're running things. The level. You see China then making a lot of contribution to Liberia. They happy. The SG then, the Gregory Coleman, all of them celebrating. They're excited. They like it. And you saw some of their posts who will support China to the full years. When I see these things, I just say, ki. I just laugh. Ki. I just laugh. You know, because it's laughable. It's laughable. So America is not the problem to us. The problem to us are these people. These people that were here. They are just the Liberian people problem. It's not America. It's not America. So they want to find different avenues so they will steal. Different avenue. That's why you see the misbehaving and say, we get one fan China, we'll go to China, we won't go to Burkina Faso, we'll go to Tell us just small of this documentary that is out. Small. Just listen small. Just listen small. Yeah. Small. You think Joseph Baga joking? The guys are looking for money anywhere. The guys able to get in connections with Russia, they will do it. On the Maserati banks here, from Gabriel Tucker Bridge, coming all the way down to Waterside there. You know there is a Russian company they want to give it to. There have been a lot of negotiation for that people to leave all that place, right here, Water Street. But the people been bearing G. The noise there. But they have a Russian businessman that want to take it. The guys can go anywhere. Go and ask former President Taylor. If you think you will misbehave, you will disrespect other people because you won't get money and you won't hospital, they want to impress the Liberian people. So they know more. They ain't get time for you. They ain't get time for people. And they say, let's go anywhere we ought to find money. Yeah, listen small here.
The most defining diplomatic shifts of our time did not take place in the polished halls of Washington, Paris, or London, but instead in Ouagadougou. Just recently, on what appeared to be an ordinary day, Liberia, Africa's oldest republic and one of America's most enduring allies on the continent, took a step few had anticipated. Rather than sending its foreign minister westward to reaffirm long-standing transatlantic partnerships, Liberia chose a different route. Its chief diplomat traveled deep into the Sahel, not to meet US or European leaders, but to sit across the table from Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the president of Burkina Faso.
You listen to it? Now even Besolo Yanti, but it's sent their high diplomat, their leading diplomats, their representative, their people to go there, to go to Burkina Faso, sit on the table with Ibrahim Traoré. My brother, how you making it? My brother, how thing happening for Burkina Faso? We want it to happen for Liberia. How thing happening? Then we go to the US, then go to Paris, then go there. They went straight to Burkina Faso. So let's go there and go talk to the boy. Let's sit on the table with him. Let's know how it's happening for a country. Probably he will show all the way. And who the boy dealing with? Who they dealing with? They dealing with the US? No. Burkina Faso is a traditional ally to the United States? No. Whether you like it, you don't like it, you can't divorce the relationship between America and Liberia. You can count the UPL, do it. All that thing you're doing, I just beat charade. You can't divorce. So they went there and say with the boss, say, let's see why the problem comes. Let's see how the boss can help us. That is sure the way. Which way the man will show? That means we're going to Russia. That means Liberia can go anywhere. They want to rub shoulder with Burkina Faso and rub shoulder. You know, they want to go to Niger. From Burkina Faso, they will go to Niger. All the military nations, they will go there because they got their preconceived mindset. Let's take the country and give it to the army. So they're going to all these military countries. They're going to Burkina Faso. If Traoré should show them the way, they will show them the way that, no, but you know who we're dealing with. We got resources here. There is big difference between you and Burkina Faso. So you can't go, you go there, the way they will show you is where who helping them? China, Russia. So you see, so they tight, they got this close tie, like when government, they happy, they excited. The Chinese people getting motor body, crazy, yeah, we are pretty near China, we stay with China, we like it, We support it. They're happy. They excited. You heard Delon before, and you heard more Ali before that they will go, they will find additional partners. They say they're not putting America aside, but they will find other partners that will come and help the country. That is good. That is good. That is good on the part of Joe Biden to find other partners. But when you, my friend, and somebody whispering death, they are determined to see me as their enemy. You, my long-time friend, I come to your aid, I come to your rescue. When there are problems in the home, I come there, you call on me. In my little way, I contribute. I contribute. But I am the one that's stopping you from being able to manage or handle the situation at home. No, it's left with you. You must be able to strategize strategies. And you know that will keep it going. But then you say, no, I won't be. Well, we are my friend. But let me go find additional friend. And you are going to somebody who sees Bawia as an enemy. But then Bawia is the major, is the key friend to you, ally to you, that is always there for you, that is creating possibilities. And you go out there and say, well, we can Bawia our friend, but we can still find additional friend. And you go for people who also wish evil for Bawia, who want to see him go down. And then you go and befriend them. And you go to other guys who are friends to the group of people, and show us the way. Show us the way. Show us the way. We want to see the way. Even if we land in the hand of different people, let we know our country got it. These guys here, the UP gonna be making more. They care that Joe, we are in time and need to do that thing. They tell themselves, look, let me tell you. For us to build Liberia, for us to develop our country, these people are not the problem. The problem are you people. Because things are so tough on them, they fail already. There is no way out that they can go. They can't make it everywhere they shake. All they thought the way George Weah was handling things in this country, George Weah, the money was just floating all outside, they were just calling people give it. No. The money was not just floating. The money was not just wasting. But because they stood for something, George Weah government stood for something. They were careful, they were watchful, they were vigilant. But for the United Party folks, no, they don't have friends out there. From the president down to the least person in the government, they don't have friends. They don't have friends. So it's difficult. So they will have to go to people who is outside their box. They will go the extra mile. They will go to people outside their box. They will go to people who they see outside their box. Because you see, they got no friend. They got no friend. Who their friend? They got friend. As compared to George Weah, I was there. He had friends from the football arena. He had friends that became president. He had people, business friends, and Takun, everybody, that he will go to and say, I want you to help my country. I want you to do this for Liberia. So John Weah was sourcing a small money for a friend. My man gave me the small one, but he kept the focus. So for them to go that way is difficult. They don't know how to go. They understand how George Weah was working it out. How the CDC government was making things so happy. No. They don't understand how Tuere and the rest of the folks were making things so happy. And development were taking place. Even in the midst of COVID, people were home and they were paying people. So it is tough. It's tough for the people that got going anywhere the men can go, they will go there. Any area UP can go, they're willing to go there to search money, to ask people, come to our rescue, help us, help our people, do this one and do this for us. It's tough for them. And these people are not the problem. You are the problem. Because you see, they came on the mantras of lies. And their lies that they brought, what they used against you, it was a very desperate, wicked propaganda. Propaganda that would have led our country to civil war. I mean, if John we are going to force the elections, let me take the election, saying, yeah, let me take it. You have seen what the guys who have been doing to our country. They were not going to go after Georgia. They were just going to be the stabilizers in the country, causing chaos, causing problems on this side, doing the other one, and make the government to look ugly in the eyes of the international community. It's tough on the government. It's very, very tough on them. It's very, very tough on the government. Why is it tough on them? Why is it hard? Why everybody can come and say, let's help you? You know, let's do some things. It's tough. Right now, the whole propaganda arm of the government break down. Their whole propaganda arm. Because what they were doing to lie to the people have already been discovered. Now, one of the lies they were pushing that was succeeding gradually, was to use the former government project and claim it as a project under the Joe Baka government, initiated by them. Now, the past government been reluctant. Their former officials, their supporters, they've been reluctant. They were taking it likely that what the guys are doing, they already know that Jawia project, that Jawia initiated it. No, the United Party folks launched a propaganda, a campaign. And that campaign was to use project initiated by the former government to sell Joe Baka, to convince Liberians that indeed Joe Baka came to rescue. So they were using the project initiated by the former government, places that the government bill, it was not complete, and they needed to go there and complete it. They were using it now by sending someone on the field. That's why you see they were putting all of their resources, all of their funding behind that boy, so that he will push evil propaganda, a propaganda that many Liberians were buying, especially the United Party folks. Oh, the puppet doing well. You can't see the road. The puppet doing well. You can't see the overhead bridge. The puppet doing well. You can't see the other side. The puppet doing well. So they were pushing a propaganda that was holding, because seditions, reactions, former officials of the CDC, they were reluctant. They were complacent. The Liberian people already know what we are not do. So no need for us to showcase. And the United Party folks were using it. And they were putting a novice. They were putting him to say they want. Go over there, put it on Facebook, say that Joseph Baka doing well. Call it developmental go. They come on the side. So it was winning the minds of the people. Many citizens got concerned. Many Liberians got concerned. But how can we sit here and allow Joe Baka, who criticized projects of George Weah, who said George Weah was building $50,000 roads, who said George Weah was incompetent, George Weah was a boy, George Weah unable to develop the country. So how can we sit here and allow Joe Baka claim those very projects that he criticized? He want to steal glory. He want to take the glory. So seditions, reactions, and former officials of the CDC government said, no, we need to recalibrate. We need to wake up. We need to galvanize. We need to put ourselves together and start to demystify the lies of the Unity Party, or else the ordinary people will buy into the lies of the Unity Party, because this is the same lie they use to come to power. And that's why you see today the young people are going out there. You see Lee Makwete, you see other revolutionary militants of the CDC, they are going out there. They are going in the trenches. They are going in the villages. They are going in the towns and clans and chiefdoms and provinces and boroughs to showcase the project of the CDC government. Why? Because Unity Party want to rely on the things that they rejected, they refused, they criticized to sell Joe Baka. And that's why you see the paradigm has changed. That's why you see today, one little boy, they were running away, they have restricted him. One little boy, they were telling to go here, they have restricted him. They told him now, don't go there. Don't go this side. Because the people already realize that we are capitalizing on things initiated by George. We have to steal glory. It is hard. I said to all of you, it is very tough on the Unity Party government, under Joe Baka. It's tough. It's very, very tough. Up till now, Joe Baka can still go for a nation tour. There was this confrontation between some members of his camp. When Yele Pape started before Joe Weah started, they were arguing in their closet that Joseph Baka should start the counter tour before George Weah started. So some of them say, but the road back, how can we go? The road, let's wait for the yellow machine, then we can go. That's how you heard Joe Baka say he will start his nation tour later. He's not rushing. But there was this confrontation because they knew the momentum. Since seditions and reactions and Liberians were going out there to showcase projects of the former government. Listen, the reason why you see these guys going out there is not that they want to prove something. No. It's not that seditions and reactions want to prove something. No. They just want to erect the checkpoint. They just want to erect the checkpoints. That the Unity Party folks will understand that, look, government is continuity. But you cannot continue in the absence of appreciation. Recognition is cardinal. Recognition is cardinal. When you think you will isolate people who started and initiated because you want to get the glory, no, it won't work. You know, most of the United Party people start believing in it. Oh, that the paper paid with new retention, that the paper paid, the paper paid in a row. That I've listened to some United Party folks. Lecturing, man, then you see the money the paper brought from Dubai, he brought from Paris, all rusted man, lying to each other. That the money the paper used to pay in the road, they come and pay the road from Gibraltar Talker Bridge all the way to Bow Waterside. I look at those old rusty guys. I say, look at these people. Look at them, ignorant. And they buy into it that indeed Joe Bagger brought money from Paris, Joe Bagger brought money from Dubai, that the money Joseph Bagger is using now to pay the roads. Blatant lie. Blatant lie. It's tough. Our people will say it's always good to plant hair on the old man. They say you can plant new hair on the old man. You must always plant on the old man. Yeah, the old kind of jargons, the traditional stuff you can say. You must plant on it. It's always good to plant on the old man. It's tough on them. And to make it bad for them, seditions, reactions, supporters of George Weah, people who are honest are not coming to say, but we'll join in the campaign now to point finger to all the places that George Weah gave project, all the places you undertook project, all the things George Weah do now, we will point finger to it. So it's becoming frustrated for the Unity Party folks. What can they do? The best thing to do, gentlemen, let's go out there. Let's go to, even if they are enemies to the Americans, let's go there. We got to do something to attract our people. We got to do something to convince our people, because sedition's eyes are open. Our people get to realize that project we want to run with, they are all projects initiated by George Weah. Then moreover, George Weah stood in the church and said, I challenge the Unity Party. I challenge Joe Bagger. I challenge President Bagger to show me one project that he initiated as a president. That alone have put these guys into a position that they can no longer rest. They are restless. That's why you see the Unity Party folks, they are not going. They go Burkina Faso. They will go Niger. They will go to every country they ever to go to. They want to attract something. They want to go back to Tuareg. Their yellow machine, then you get those greater in the thing. You can help out with some of the agricultural equipment. My brother, you get to help out. We're dying slowly in Liberia. We won't be machine. That's why you see they're not going to America. They're not going to the French. They are rushing, going to these countries, the military countries, because it is bad for them. It is bad. In their 3 years, in George Weah 3 years, in the 3 years of Unity Party Joe Bagger, see how things are stay tough. See how things are stay hard. So where they will go, nobody wants to come to their rescue, because the world has realized that these groups of people in Liberia, they are not serious-minded people. They are not serious. They are not serious. Which part of the world you see you put your predecessor, you say you won't know nothing about them. You won't ask them why you started a thing. Look, only wisdom-minded people. Let me tell you, people who are proud, it's very difficult for them to arrive. People who are proud. People who are proud. Proud people, it's tough for them. For them to get up is hard. And that's what happening to the Unity Party folks. That is why you see them running all around. They go into any country. You dealing with Russia, they won't deal with you. You deal with China, they won't deal with you. They won't ask you. They get so jealous now of Tuareg. They say they go into the ball. They go there to sit down with him and say, my man, any way you can help her, yeah. That American thing with that. Any way you can help her. We don't want to be machine. We in our 10 year, we have not done nothing for the people. The Unity Party party leaders, they know that they have done nothing for the people. All these state-owned enterprises you see around here, all of them water and sewer, LPRC, all they want, you see them, they collect the money, they eat the money. They're not contributing to the budget. So when Bagadan want money, they call two of them. They want money, they call Moaline, they call the other people. They collect the money. They're not helping they're not contributing to the national budget. They're not giving nothing. So they collect the money, they eat the money. So when they ready, say they get 65% salary bonus to their workers because nobody asking them. They're not being questioned. It's tough. Only the honest United Party people will tell you it's tough. Things are tough. Things are very, very, very tough. That is why you see the government are going Burkina Faso. That is why Joseph Bakalan saying whole delegation to go meet Tuare. To make go meet Tuare. Thinking that they can let go America, let go the other people. They don't need them. They will rub shoulder with people who will help Liberia. And you saw your Minister of Information talking how they come and bring agriculture or something. Those are the kind of arrangements they're doing in Burkina Faso that they said they will attract things to come. They will do, and you will yet too many things. Don't be surprised when sanctions start hitting. Sanctions will clear most of these people. Most of these guys in the UP will go on sanction. Most of them. Because they're blundering, things are bad, they won't put it on climate change. So why the climate change not affecting Guinea? Why are not affecting Sierra Leone, our neighboring country? Why are not affecting Cote d'Ivoire? That only oil affecting country that is affecting the poor developing. You know when China can pay, the Chinese people can pay when heavy rain falling. They can pay under water. They can pay inside water. They can pay beyond water. They can pay by the side of water. So when is the problem that you think that climate change, how much rain falling so much you can't say it will impede the developmental initiative, it will impede, it will cause out more money than lie. Liberian, it is a blatant lie. The United Party folks, they are falling by day. So they want to put it on. You see how they can pray for bad things to happen to our country? That climate change, they're putting it on now. The weather condition, the EPA people came and said, the tide will rise. It's 45% to 50%. And we're on the coastal region. And all these little things and they want to put to fool you. They want to pull the legs of the ordinary people. Don't let them fool you. Rain was falling here, Joe, we have a bathing roads. Rain was falling, Joe, we are developing. Rain was falling, the people were bathing. There were coronavirus, people were bathing. In the midst of coronavirus, the CDC government were bathing. They were undertaking development. What is the excuse? Why you want to have beyond climate change? Because nothing there, no man, nothing there. All the SOE that the money the body can use to flex, they're not contributing to the budget. The guys are wasting the taxpayer money, but they want to run to Burkina Faso to help them. Look around you. Look around you. You think when that man of God was prophesying and making all the revelation, you think when they say calamity, you mean the fire will just come from heaven and start burning people? No. you will see things happening. You will see things happening. You will see things happening the way it's happening. Those excuses will not work with the Laban people. I'm clear with you. The reason why you see the guys are right now that are lay picking they care, they say they carry us to go basically in a school, some kind of area, they carry the ball to go showcase. Look at what kind of funny thing there. Do you know how many schools Joe we have built? His government? Where are the T-Debs? Where are those institutions? Do you know how many schools, George, we have built across the country that benefiting our people? Because of envy and jealousy, they went to change the name that was to be given to the hospital in Grenjide. It should be the Samuel Doe Memorial Hospital. They changed it to Grenjide Hospital because of envy, because of jealousy. They want to steal project. When the Grenjidans are aware that this hospital should be built, it's supposed to be built in the name of the former president, our son from Tuzon, Samuel Doe. But because they said the worst about George Weah and the tied door issue to George Weah and want to make George Weah ugly in the eyes of the Benjidans, and so they say, let's take that name from there. If that name will mean that that bomb might get the political dividend. So they say it will be Grenjide Hospital, blatant lie. That hospital in Grenjide, that hospital supposed to be in the honor of the former president, of our late president, because of envy. You think because you listen to Zoe that no, Nigerians are aware, Liberians are aware, they know what this George Weah CDC government have done over the period of 6 years. John Weah time you are not running to Guinea and say, oh, Dumuya there, let me go to Dumuya. No, he was not running to Burkina Faso. He was not running to Russia. He was not running. No, he used his lobbyistic power. He used his connections. That is why it's always good to be friendly with people. Associate. George Weah was associated with lots of people, with war icons, with gurus. And so there were times he will cut where my man, I got a small thing from my friend, put it on the other side. Where I got small book from my man and put it so George Weah, because of his flexibility, his humility, the spirit of oneness, unification, George Weah knew how to maneuver away with his colleagues on the international scene. He was not running to Guinea. He was not running to Russia. He was not running to military country. No. He was using his expertise, his versatile skills to attract investment into his country. It is tough for Unity Party. It is tough, Liberians. It's tough. And the people can say, y'all give it to Liberia, who read the paper. So they said they're not afraid. Let's lose Louis Brown, because Louis Brown used to be with former President Taylor. Louis Brown in a draft man. Let's use Louis Brown. Don't give it to Liberia. We get somebody to the UN to read that paper. And Louis Brown reading with confidence. And the American guy are looking at him. He reading. And they look at a whole paper, say they want to look at a record. Louis Brown reading with confidence. So you can see that United Party government, they break down. Why? Because the Liberian people eyes are open. They thought that those projects that George Weah undertook, that he started with, nobody will talk about it, then they will go there, they will tie it on Joe Baker. Anything initiated by George Weah, if you don't recognize George Weah, everybody will know that it is George Weah that started the project. The people in those counties will be appreciating. The people in the towns, they appreciate him. That is why when you go and you want to preach negative things against George Weah, you got people to reckon with, because they know what this guy has done in their country. It is bad. You sitting here. You're gonna go to Burkina Faso to go say that with Tuareg. To go say that way. Not just they send a foreign minister, they send food delegation. Food.
The president of Burkina Faso. That choice spoke volumes. Liberia's identity has long been intertwined with the United States. Its national symbols echo American imagery.
They get to tell the people get up for American in the right now they play back and they won't know about America. They come Burkina Faso. All of them they sending their delegation. It's serious. It's serious. Yeah, it's small. It's serious. It's serious.
What if one of the most defining diplomatic shifts of our time did not take place in the polished halls of Washington, Paris, or London, but instead in Ouagadougou? Just recently, on what appeared to be an ordinary day, Liberia, Africa's oldest republic and one of America's most enduring allies on the continent, took a step few had anticipated. Rather than sending its foreign minister,
rather than sending their foreign minister, instead of Liberia sending a foreign minister to Burkina Faso, what did they?
To reaffirm long-standing transatlantic partnerships. Liberia chose a different route. Its chief diplomat traveled deep into the Sahel.
A chief diplomat, Liberia chief diplomat. They go to the Sahel. It's not easy on the United Party folks. It's not easy. They won't know any more about ally, America are there. They didn't get that. The guys are running and they call it chicken. They won't know what will happen in front, what will happen behind. They don't get that anymore. It's to tell you that things are tough. Things are tough on them. So they are willing to go even to the devil. They are willing to go to enemies of their allies. They are willing to go to people who turn it a repetition of their traditional allies. They no more add friendship, no brotherhood, nothing attached to allyship. All they want to do, anywhere we can get money from, let's get it. If we can get it from the devil, let's get it from them. We got to do something. We in our 3 years. We can't say that in our 3 years, we say, I got them account. Then we get time for all. They won't bring all the technicality when we have access. No. Gentlemen, see what happened? And the girl nothing, and the Chinese girl nothing motor bar. The girl 1,500 uniform with all the way our police plenty. And they get a few radio, they get a few handset, they get a few boots, they get a few shanshan shoe. That they won't want to say that here, my man. The boy is in our code. Let's go to Burkina Faso. Let's go to Owaka. Let's go to Owaka Duku. Let's go there, Papa. Let's go. We might not just send Beslo. Let's send our high diplomat. Let's send our lead. Let they go there, sit on the table with the ball. Let's ask the ball, Papa. How you making anything in your country? Who you aligning with? You help us talk to the people? Let it help us too. It's tough on United Party. It's tough on Joe Parker. Joe Parker don't have friends. So he's using all the boys then to go out there and go talk to people. They don't want to know. They are risking our country because they are a risking mission. And so they are willing to go the extra mile to risk the life of our country, of our people. So they want to know. They don't get time for no alike. They don't get time for relationship with America, who or why. They didn't get time because everywhere they went, they failed. They went to France because George Weah went there. When they came back, they didn't bring nothing. They could have said, well, 5 million George Weah got from there. Why are you talking about 10 million? But George Weah went to France, he brought something. Joseph Baker went to France, he brought paper. They took him and carried him to Dubai, United Arab Emirates, because George Weah went to Dubai. The friends of George Weah in Dubai. Joe Baker don't have friends in Dubai. You know what I'm saying? The friends that George Weah got in Paris, Joe Baker don't have friends. No. So if not because my friend go do anything, so I should go do it. No, that is not constructive jealousy. If I am jealous constructively, then I will go to the person who is benefiting and succeeding and ask them, how are you making this thing? How is it working for you? That constructive jealousy. But where I won't go behind the person and say the same way they get car, let me get car. No, that envy. That is why you see they go all over the place. They not carry Joseph Baker, they pour in helicopter, they pour in aeroplane, they pour in private plane. It has not attracted any investment to the country. Any investment, nothing. What they are doing now, all the boys are hustling. You go anywhere, whether they put that connection with Russia, when they get connection with Islamic, when they get a connection with the other terrorist group, they won't know the guys are desperately out there looking for money. And Joe Baker don't know the people out there. So when the people can't say, Papa, we found somebody, the person want two all block. Whether the person can buy the all block, small money for and go sell it millions of dollars, they won't know. All they want to do is that they need money. They got to prove something to the Liberian people. That's why you see the UP folks all around the place. They all around. They had the king with yellow machine issue. Even you bring the yellow machine, you ever to maintain yellow machine? You ever to fuel that thing? Do you ever to maintain all that number of yellow machine you want to bring? Because they want to create an impression. They want you to believe that the Papa came to rescue. No. Did you hear that Georgia went Guinea to solicit? One of the time I remember when Dumuya took over there in Guinea at the Fakekron, the church, the ambassador of Guinea was in the church. George Weah stood on the pulpit and spoke French. I can understand French. He spoke French, then he interpreted English. He told the ambassador of Guinea to go back to his leader and tell the leader to respect the democratic tendencies of the people of Guinea, to make sure that he will usher the people into a free and fair election. George Weah was blunt. He didn't go there and say, my man, you succeed now, so let's see how you can help my government. Let's see how we can get something. No. George Weah didn't go that route. Many of you, the United Party folks, many of you Liberians who sit down and think that United Party is stranded. I'm telling you, they are very stranded, my people. Now, why not they were praying, they were fasting and praying, because most of the churches having 21 days. So United Party got their 21-day fast and prayer so that there will be climate problem. So they pray, Father, send us a climate change. Send us. Now, why you see, EPA can't operate. Well, we want to tell you that the climate change will affect us, and it will even impede infrastructure development, road project. You see it? Because they want to escape. Alarm blow. Everybody know that the road you won't build, it was initiated by the past government. And so there is no way now. So they found things very difficult. So they say, let's go anywhere we ought to go. If we go to people who are not friendly with the American, let's go there. That George Allen was doing nothing. They still say America, but we will not do it. All these boys, Mo Ali, then Luther Tapper, and Amos Wedding, all these like Kabakoli, then Kula Fofana, all of them, the days we got America, they ain't got time. They say, they think we can't even sit down here, we can't waste our time. we in 3 years and say, let's wait for America. Man, let's go to Burkina Faso. From Burkina Faso, we go to Niger. From Niger, we go to the other Gajer. Let's go to them. We go to the. You see what happened in the poor country? You not see the United Party men making flour? You not see them making flour with America? Have you seen the United Party folks making flour? They're making a time. They want them some more America. You have to do for the country. More Alio. That one say that one why scary like that? He said over there, yeah, we're America, man. That America will eat. You know what you do for our people? Other country, look. Then you can throw into Burkina Faso. Look at Tuareg. Look at the bomb for me. You see the bomb for America then? The bomb making practice. You know the relationship between Burkina Faso and America. Do you know that relationship? When Mo Ali, before you were born, you know the relationship between America. You know where Labrador coming from. But because they're desperate, that's the only way they can get their money. They have to go out there to convince Joe Baka because Joe Baka not your friend. So the only thing that happening now, then United Party beginning here going different place. So man will go to another country and call Mama Gabede. I also I think I found one mail. The man Russian. So they just going out there because Joe Baka has no friends. Look, let me tell you, it's tough on United Party. Hey, listen. Look, when you think you can fool, look, you can't fool everybody at the same time. No, it's tough. It's tough. There are 3 years. Look at people 3 years. Joseph Baka still thinking why you tell the legislature January. When he go to address the nation, let me tell you, all the things Joseph Baka will say will be tied around George Weah initiatives. George Weah initiatives. Project initiated by George Weah. Because nothing Joe Baka going to tell us. Why is he going to tell us? Why is the president going to tell the legislature? Up to now, they're looking for things to say. That is why you see they carrying the FOIA project up and up. They want to put it in a report to lie to the people. So it is tough on the United Party people. That's why they went in their chat room and said, my man, you know what do? The EPA boss. Tell the people say climate change heavy. How long they ring out for before you want to put it on climate change? They say, my man, you tell the people, you see in the core how the thing happening in Liberia. Tell the people climate change will affect the road. So you mean the Chinese people will start building the overhead bridge because of the climate change? So you mean the Chinese people will not build the bridge? You don't know Chinese people can work in water? You don't know most of the Chinese people that need you? You can see those short Chinese people. You don't know that most of them are need you? More of them came from Grand Bassel? You know? Oh, you know, especially the short Chinese people don't want them to let water. They like to work in water in the net. Then you say, we will start the water will make it. It will not be able for us to do project. So the Liberian people should know. We know that what you've been praying for. You want to escape. You won't run away from the truth. You think with the Liberian people don't know? They know things are tough on you. They know a hard on you. Yeah, you are running to Burkina Faso, you going Gabon. What other country you going Niger? You going to look at where you going. Where you going? Look at where you going. Then you walk out full up and can say, if MDMC they want paying that road, going simple breeze, they been working. John we are telling the know where we're falling. Even the RRA road, when John we are here, the river for the poor Baying road. We had the same Chinese people here, especially those Chinese people that came from Niger, that can come from underwater, that came from Grand Bassel. They been here with all they been working. So when you want to say that the climate change with me, they got it crafty. No, they United Party beginning. They fall on too much of Kalabule. I beg you, yeah. The rain will not that la. Chinese people let rain. What? You can see the horses they put being over water. Then you want to tell Chinese people. When John we had enter Manaselitan were bearing that road, they this very road. It was not complete. John we had came to power. Certain part of that road before getting to the Cali school, they were giving the Chinese people hard time. They no way. They went and sent for the Chinese Niji. Those Chinese people that they water, that red Niji, they sent for them that the Niji Chinese people build that road. Then you think we can use the same Niji people to build it or a hair bridge. Look, you see, United Party people, they break down. They lied. Let me tell you. Look, that is why these seditions, these young people that you see going out there and doing live video. Do you know how impactful is that thing? That thing alone have diminished the United Party propaganda. It has broken their propaganda, their evil propaganda. Why you see Macrete them doing? Why you come and see the militant they are doing? You can't see that one doing live. Or I eat Bogonjere, the other one interpreter, the other one in Bogrobo. All that thing the children doing, it has broken the evil propaganda arm of the Unity Party. It has broken it down. Because the ordinary people now have come to the realization, oh, so Joseph Barker, all the thing talking here, he put one black down here. So that labor who they can be passing around, who don't understand governance, that labor who is a political buffoon and novice, who they're using, and to fool ordinary United Partisans, the boy is tired. Because he has come to the realization that seditions, reactions, patriotic Liberians have taken on the initiative individually, voluntarily, to go out there and tell the world that this is what George Weah have done. Bracket have refused to implement them, to complete them, and keep the name. Look at Grand Chile. You want to tell George Weah about Grand Chile? The Grand Chileans know George Weah impact. You go Grand Chile, we can go to Tuzon, Dotan, we point at housing unit that George Weah government put there. We can go to Peloton in Grand Chile, we point finger, and you will see that George Weah put housing unit there. Hospitals have been built. George Weah wanted to build another stadium in the southeast. How many of you, the United Party folks, know that the hospital that will soon be completed, that hospital, George Weah obeying it, and they were naming it in honor of the late President Samuel Doe. But because of jealousy, no, when they need be on the thing, George Weah will take the glory. When they need be on it, what you mean George Weah will take the glory? What you mean? The Grangians, the people in Grangians know that George Weah time they started the project. What you will prove? Look, let me tell you, Liberians. Nobody can fight God. Nobody. You don't know how things are tough on the unit. You don't know how things tough on these people. It's tough on the government. The government finding it very difficult. Gafan can see. Gafan see wake up. He see wake up. When Gafan see wake up, the phone calls on him. You got to find money. You got to cancel and bring money. You think more than waiting for Gafan? They're picking and making news of their man. Emma Twain making news of the man. My man go 15 and important so don't king you for my pen and get small thing. They flow. They're enjoying themselves. The state-owned enterprises, they're not contributing to the budget. So they won't know that when you see all of them talking, we'll get time for America. We'll get time for America. What did America do for Liberia? Those United Party folks. Those very people that were using America against George Weah, that was saying a lot of evil things. Oh, George Weah this, he want to go and get American vest, where they can send for him to the warehouse, where they can sit down with him. They were pushing evil agenda. They had their lobbyists. People were lobbying for them in the US just to put sanction on George Weah officials. They went to the White House. They spent millions of dollars to tell the American, put sanction on George Weah. George Weah not there for you. They were the same people that used Louis Brown when George Weah hiring there. So Louis Brown to vote against Liberia's interest, American interest. George Weah have to sack Louis Brown and say that freshness. I'm the president. I told you when you voted against American interests, that had George Weah bundled Louis Brown by his boxer and had him brought back. They celebrate, they carry Louis Brown to the UN because they feel happy. Because they want to disrespect the Americans, they want to ally Joe Baker get friends, Mo Ali want ally too connected internationally, Emma Twere, Luther Tabe want ally they get Google friend in America as in Europe. So they say that they respect the Americans. Maybe you Liberians don't know. But in recent days, you see what happening? You see the press that these guys are raining on other people, trying to mock at the Americans. That's what they brought one there from Australia to desecrate the Americans and say the worst first in our history. That the Americans delegation have to walk outside and say, what kind of disrespect is this? What's wrong with y'all? So they're mocking at the American. So they say and they say, but we're coming waste our time. But let's go to Burkina Faso. You see, we get nothing motor back. We get 1,500. You think the government get money to procure your thing and they get it? But they want to say they were mock. Can you mock at the world superpower? You ever to mock at the Americans? You ever to all of your intro back government? Most of you, your property in America. You bought horses in America. You get your bank account here. Now you think you can bluff America? You always said, yeah, Joe Baker. All of your children, all their money that they carry in America. You pay your mortgages every month. Your children are going to Kingston University, Howard University. You're going to the best schools in Europe, not only in America, in Brussels, in London, all over. Your money there in the banks. That you people say you can do something to hurt some people who bend there for you from your breath. It's impossible. It's impossible. And you carry a delegation Burkina Faso. You're sending Niger. You're sending other group Gabon. Look, Joe Baka, said, why Joseph Baka second go Burkina Faso? Ask him. He don't want to go because he want them to notice him going there. So he's saying it's high power delegation to go and meet Tuareg and say, boy, how the thing working? You got to share with us. Twao, we got what to give you. So they went to Tuareg and said, we got something, go, Papa. We got what to give you and Putu. We got what to give you and Putu. Tell us how the thing working for Burkina Faso. So we can put something there too. Look, United Party folks waiting to take they're waiting to take the risk, but they don't know the consequences. Look, most of these boys will land on sanction. You will see they will grab the one of them. Some of them will go Brussels, they will grab them by their trousers. You will be surprised. Before 2029, you will see what will happen to most of the United Party folks. They will grab them. They will lock them up. They will sanction most of them. Because they are the one that telling the president, Papi, we got friends. You will know you get friends. Hey, Jonah Baga tired now because he now hustle. No way. He says, my children, I leave it to you. Because I'm not trap. What kind of plan rap? What kind of conference I go to? What kind of place you carry me? All the places I went, nothing happened. So people, they went Paris. Kula Fofana stood over there, say, waiting Jawia won't prove. Jawia went there. That $5 million they put Gala bring government. Are you not ashamed? And they get Jawia $2 million. But then Jawia scored points more than you. He went to friend, they gave you something, he brought something. You went there, you brought nothing, you brought paper. The opponent told you, we will send people for feasibility studies, we will send people, to be able to do some things, and then they will come back to us. Since that time, have you heard any news from Dubai? Have you heard any news from France? All the places that Joe Baka went, as far as Guinea-Bissau, what is the news that coming from there? Anything positive for our country? No. Are there job employment? No. Why? Because the people know that this government is not a government that we appreciate any good thing. If they can appreciate past government that we help to carry some things in like bro, the way you think they will appreciate us. So the people who out there, they know that if you can't appreciate your predecessors that they supported and they were building roads, they were building hospitals, they were building housing units, they were building recreation centers, they were empowering them. If you can't appreciate them, that day you appreciate, so they're afraid. They're afraid. That's why you see them get up in America, they're talking all kinds of things against America. Louis Brown wake up now. We were A3. He left the 3 Hebrew brothers in the fire in the furnace of fire. He left the 3 Hebrew brothers. You know, Louis have always been attached to 3. 3 Hebrew brothers to now he entered the A3. He proud to say that. Talking. Well, we want to express ourselves and the solidarity call. Look, that you supposed to tell America what to do. Now you supposed to tell America what to do. You see, French Ghana? Louis Brown, you already said that you get a record. The people know that you fought war. They know that you got bad record. You are the president you committed in this country. Your record out to the State Department. Then you go say that in front of people. The Somalia B man with the president, he read it. He said, "That pull up info." I know the Liberian people are telling them, Louis Brown told the post say, "You'll get a change." Let me read. I know Louis Brown telling them the Somalia man, my man. Let me read. Let me read the real Liberian English. Let me read that paper. Let me read it. We tired with America. Let me we tired. Oh, the report gave me a hard time. We tired. You see it? George we are then dead with. You think George we are then not know? George we are. Why does that Baka can go Israel up to now? Why President Baka can go Israel? George we are went to Israel. He planted the tree for Liberia. Our flag is there. The monument is there in Israel. Tree were planted. The flag of Liberia is there. George we are planted. Why George Baka can go Israel? Why you can't go Israel? Why you can't go? Look, nobody might fool you, Liberians. It's hard on for Joe Baka. It's hard for them. In their 3 years, look at the country. In their 3 years, climate change came. You see climate change in their 3 years. Now, they're looking for excuses. They always pray for bad things. So they're happy that the climate change can. They will not be able to complete the roads. So they're telling you now, you see, we unable, we get money, but we can't do the project when the rain falling. That la, how about rain falling so much that you can't pay the road? What kind of extra road you paying over there? A job where you will still be paying the road. But they are looking for excuses. And then they are running the Burkina Faso. You heard it? They just send them some Beslo Yanti. They send their high power diplomat. Damn Beslo Yanti, they send their high power.
What if one of the most defining diplomatic shifts of our time did not take place in the polished halls of Washington, Paris, or London?
Washington, Paris, or London. No more. They went there.
But instead in Ouagadougou.
All of them are going to Ouagadougou. All of them. Our government, they can't go to America. They can't go to London, no Paris. They don't want to go there. They say they put for too much of bureaucracy technicality. They put taking too much. They won't go there. They won't go somewhere where they can see visibilities of tangibles. They want to go there. Where? They want to go outside the box. And that is why you see all of them say they want to go to Ouagadougou.
Washington, Paris, or London. But instead in Ouagadougou. Just recently, on what appeared to be...
Just recently, librarians. I said just recently. Not a few years ago. Just recently. One Liberia day.
An ordinary day, Liberia, Africa's oldest republic, and one of America's most enduring allies on the continent, took a step few had anticipated. Rather than sending its foreign minister westward to reaffirm long-standing transatlantic partnership.
Instead of them sending the foreign minister to say, we want to build partnership with Burkina Faso because, you know, they are our friends, they have contributed, they have helped our country one way or the other, been peace and what have you. No, they sent the foreign minister. What did they?
Liberia chose a different approach.
They choose a different approach. Instead of them sending the foreign minister saying, I go bear our tie with Burkina Faso, you know, no, they took another approach. Another approach.
Its chief diplomat traveled deep into the Sahel.
Its chief diplomat, United Party, for Joseph Barker, their chief diplomat traveled to...
Not to meet US or European leaders, but to sit across the table from Captain Ibrahim Traoré.
To sit across the table, not to go to Washington, not to go to London, not to go to Paris, but they go to Burkina Faso and sit on the table with Traoré and say, Papa, what can we do? What can we put? So it's tough. It's hard. So they don't care about Washington. No. So you see the difference with these people in Georgia? I said to you that United Party don't have friends. They don't have friends. Until now, they're disrespecting our ally. You go or you come down. America, that country, like, can just look at you. That the American people that were dying here, shouting here for your business, you're the United Party people that were causing all day, every day they issue press release. McCarthy then will pay away and go, or you pay away, you go, and go city and kind of press release. That the people, you were writing press, that the people now, they live in your, the gun book, they get time for you. If things is not tough on United Party, why are they running to Burkina Faso? Why are they sending their high power delegation? Instead of them sending Beslo Yanti to go build diplomatic ties and say a long time, let's be friendly. No, they send their key diplomat, their high power diplomat to go there and sit across the round table with Ibrahim Traoré to discuss. We get something like Ro. We get Wologisi, we get Putu. We get something we can offer. What can you do? So that Traoré should show them the way. And Traoré is connected with people who are not really good friends to the Americans. So how can you play the kind of joke? They will say, your part Israel, you let him shut your mouth. Why you won't go to America? Can you divorce our relationship with America? Where are you coming from? Who born you? Madame Salif, the Rock of Gibraltar, the Maradona of Liberian politics, the woman I call Man Solomon. She never in her life downplayed the Americans. Then John Wialen, you saw John Wialen trying anything? Y'all were the same United Party people that play politics with Georgia and the Americans. Y'all were the same United Party people that have the America going from one officer to officer, and you're telling bad thing about Georgia. Y'all went to Smith. Y'all went to that man, that lawmaker. Y'all went to him and told him bad thing about Georgia. He started calling Georgia government all kinds of names. Cleopatra, Cleopatra. They start calling Georgia government all kinds of names. You're the United Party people that y'all were doing it. Y'all were spending, y'all value America. At the time George Weah was there, because y'all were all in Washington, D.C. Y'all were all in the State Department. Y'all were in the District of Columbia. Y'all were pushing evil agenda against George Weah. So the Americans were very friendly with y'all. Y'all were good to them. Y'all needed the Americans because y'all wanted them to put censure on George Weah. You wanted them to stop supporting George Weah. You wanted them to post stop to the Millennium Compact. You tell them to hold the 500 million. So you were doing everything. The Americans were good now to you. Today, you're in power. You are doing the worst, and you want the Americans to believe that you came to rescue. And because they're not dining and whining with you, they are not into the pomp and pageantry with the Unity Party folks. So you're leaving America now. You're going to Burkina Faso. You're going to contract with military government. And you say, we now, America say that because they went to France, they ain't got nothing. They went to Dubai, they ain't got nothing. Even Great Britain, zero. You have a zero. So they say, let's lead our people. Yeah, let's go to our own African brothers. Let's go to our own African brothers. Let's sit on the table. You didn't see Mo Ali then talking here. You didn't see Delon, but you heard Delon one time talking against the Americans. That was Delon. That man, the senator, he was talking against the Americans. He came on the radio, Mo Ali then. Well, we not say we dismantle the French of America, but we got to look for friends out there to be able to develop the country. What do you know about Liberia? Mo Ali, when you start developing Liberia, you can talk about our friendship with the Americans. You see the trouble these guys are breaking? You see it? Most of these guys will go on sanction. And all of them, Mo Ali then, Kabakoli then, all of them, they get money in America. They get their money in those banks. They got their mortgages to pay. They got their children going to the best schools. But they then stay. They want to disrespect those people. And they say they will go to people who the people see as enemy to them. How? I'm telling you people, it's very tough on Joe Baka. Joe Baka tell you, this year will be even tougher. It will be, look, you see it? You're not seeing it? Things are tough. That is why the poor giving analysis. Look at Liberia, a very strong partner. So what is it? But I want you to listen small. I just want you to listen small to it. Yeah? Yeah, just play small so you can understand some things. Why this government is running to Burkina Faso? Yeah, listen small.
What if one of the most defining diplomatic shifts of our time did not take place in the polished halls of Washington, Paris, or London, but instead in Ouagadougou? Just recently, on what appeared to be an ordinary day, Liberia, Africa's oldest republic and one of America's most enduring allies on the continent, took a step few had anticipated. Rather than sending its foreign minister westward to reaffirm long-standing transatlantic partnerships, Liberia chose a different route. Its chief diplomat traveled deep into the Sahel, not to meet US or European leaders, but to sit across the table from Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the president of Burkina Faso. That choice spoke volumes. Liberia's
that choice spoke volume. You hear the man? That choice for Liberia to decide. It spoke volume. It's something about it. What? Because they know when you talk about Liberia, you talk about America. You can't divorce Liberia from America. No, it's not possible. It's not possible. It's not possible. It spoke volume.
Liberia's identity has long been intertwined with the United States.
Yeah, and it's not true. Our identity is not intertwined with the Americans, with the United States. Oh, yes.
Its national symbols echo American imagery.
Yes.
Its currency remains closely linked to the US dollar.
Yes.
Its political institutions, legal systems, and international posture have for generations reflected American influence. And yet, at this critical moment,
yes,
Liberia sought dialogue not with its historic patron, but with a nation once dismissed as landlocked, impoverished, and politically unstable. This was not a ceremonial visit or diplomatic formality.
You hear? Ceremonial or diplomatic formality?
It was a calculated signal.
It was a calculated signal. It was not you're seeing it? I summary you. Easy on Joseph Baka. Easy. Easy on Joseph Party. Easy in a minute. Yeah. Easy.
It was a calculated signal, subtle yet powerful. It hinted at a broader realignment underway across the continent. A shift away from inherited loyalties and toward partnerships shaped by self-respect, shared experiences, and collective African interests.
So, like, when I get time for partnership with America, that's what they can say about all I say. Joe Biden say get out. They didn't get that for that deal. You see the trouble with the men? Look, these guys will learn. You will be here. You will say you will not see 2029. You will be here. You will see most of the guys they will put them on sanction. You will yesterday grab like one of the big men in Brussels. They hold him by a trouser and a boxer. They will grab them. I'm telling you. Look, go ask Taylor. Ask him. Ask Madam Salif. Even ask George Weah. America have invested a lot. About Asia. How much America put here? But you know how America can bring that investment? That America told your opponent not to build roads? That America told your government not to build recreation center housing unit? When George Weah was here, George Weah related to Americans. You, the United Party folks, you were preaching bad politics against George Weah government and putting America against George Weah, putting George Weah against the Americans. But yet then stay, George Weah didn't leave the box to go somewhere that has no close tie with the Americans, that they see as a threat, they see as a dangerous path. No, George Weah remained in the box. George Weah was in the box. He didn't deviate and go on the other side. No. Despite you criticizing him, telling him bad things, and making him to look okay before the Americans, George Weah kept the ground. He kept the faith. He hold on. And he was obeying rules. He was obeying housing unit. He was obeying military hospitals. He was obeying hospitals. Why? Because he went to Washington. He went to Europe. He went to the Americans. He went to the French. He went to the British. He went there. He was not rushing to where they are threat to the American. Big difference. You're saying on there. And you say, you must have your own sanction. You man just pray. And in America, you want to bring your tabatato and your fitija. And your thing say, Mo Ali. How many? Don't let me stumble. How many people Mo Ali know in Burkina Faso? Mo Ali no pro in Burkina Faso. How many people you know in Burkina Faso that they put water factory you know? These are just big show. These are all charade. They were here, George Weah, had George Weah, the American led George Weah. They can't send for George Weah. The American people there, they put the American. Then they send their lobbyists to Washington, pay money. Tell that lawmaker called Smith. They might call George Weah government all kinds of names. They might deny George Weah. They come the Millennium Compact. They say, oh, that you're today, you're in a bread and butter. That you're today, you're leave America in the cold and you're rushing to other countries that are not friendly with America. Morally, and you get a thing in America. Me don't get nothing in America. You're getting in America. Listen.
Shared experiences and collective African interests. Liberia's move raised a profound question. Was this an early sign that Africa's political center of gravity is tilting towards sovereignty and self-determination? Or was it a strategic response to a rapidly evolving global order? To fully grasp the significance of this moment, Liberia's history must be understood. Founded in the 19th century by formerly enslaved African Americans, the nation emerged under strong American patronage. Its governance.
So what in that time with America now? Look at it. Look at the synopsis he's giving. In that time around America, you heard it say tie around. Don't you see you see it tied around. When it comes to our relationship, you don't tie our ties, our allies with francophone countries. No. It's because those francophone countries, most of them they are partnered with the Americans. They are partnered with the Americans. So nobody fool you, Liberians. Nobody should be thinking that it will get better. No. Look, if your government, if your president, if they are running to a country, they are running to Burkina Faso, they are running to Niger, they are running to Gabon, they are running to those people who want to be on path with the Americans. That means they say they get time for America. You know how they long, you listen to more Ali than Luther Tabernacle we were talking, say we find other partner, America are our partner, but we look for other people. We can be do. You know how the big mob they long the mayor. There are people got to tell the shell of my man that America there, that America, that they say American people you put against George Weah, but George Weah, you see, wisdom is profitable. I remember some situation, George Weah said that two of them are the same. Let them handle it. Two of them are the same. They are coming from the same place. They are doing the same thing. Let them handle it. Wisdom is profitable. Wisdom is a defense. You Liberians, look, we're not saying these things to you to make you afraid, but we are saying it because this was a seed of discord planted by the Unity Party folks. They use America against George Weah. Yet then state, George Weah were building roads, George Weah were building schools, George Weah were building hospitals, George Weah were building WAS fee, George Weah were building hostage unit, George Weah were building recreation center, George Weah. So everything about George Weah in the mess of their propaganda, it was all progress. The French were helping George Weah. The Americans were helping George Weah. The people from United Arab Emirates were helping George Weah because there was something about George Weah that they saw. That is why the Americans, though people are not surprised that George Weah will take power over, he will concede defeat in the absence of official pronouncement because they know the George Weah. They know the man they're dealing with. They know him. He was at the United Nations. They know him. They worked with him for years. They used him in many instances that he brought sanity, he brought peace, he brought reconciliation to this area. You think they don't know George Weah? They know George Weah. Bwaga now work with the UN. Can you tell me that Bwaga was the ambassador for the old people in Wasanga at the UN? No. Bwaga don't have friends. You don't. So I don't see why many of you sit down there. If you think it's not hard on this government, go to Burkina Faso. Why are they running there? Why they didn't send Beslo Yanti to build diplomatic ties? Why? To build partnership. Why they send their most senior diplomat to go and sit around the round table with Ibrahim Traoré to discuss Liberia? It is tough. They think they can disobey. Let them do it. There are consequences. All the things they're passing around here doing, the people are looking at them. No, Washington watching you. Those people, they're watching you. Hey, but I you saw the helicopter around your head. They're watching you. They're watching you. They're watching you. Look, you can't disrespect people. You don't disrespect people. You can no president come in the country and say you push America one side, you do your own thing. Do you know how many countries tied around America? The great European Union, they tied around America. You don't know? You think America are ordinary country to play with? When we are ready, I didn't want to say now. You know nobody in Burkina Faso. You telling Joe Baka, let's send people there. Help go lead the American. More than one of the mean men that can be doing that thing. The mean men I can be talking. I didn't get time for America. That ball. That Jato ball. But let them go. And they go to Burkina Faso. And there, from there they will go to Gabon. They will never go to Niger. And leave with them. Let them go. But one thing I can say to Liberians, the truth is here. And we will tell you the truth. Liberia is at a crossroad. This government is suffering the people. You know why? Because they came on a mattress of lies. They lie so much. All they thought, what they see they were sowing, they will not germinate. They see they will reap. Whatever a man sow, that's what he reap. They will reap it. That's why I see some of you talking. You don't let the government Israel. No, sit down. Let's face the reality. Why are they going to Burkina Faso? So they won't get Burkina Faso to put to Martin. You think Eben Traoré can yet? Don't be surprised that you hear Joe Baka is going to pay a because say one day walking visit to Burkina Faso. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised that Joseph Baka will go to Burkina Faso to visit Traoré. Don't be surprised. And I dare challenge and let them try it. Look, these guys are looking for trouble. They want to dare Washington. They want to dare the District of Columbia. So they want to dare. Hey, serious. Hey, on there now. You get Joe Baka chance, they will go to Greenland. Hey, look, you think when John Weah was doing all the development, you think that was magic? Look, humility pays. Let me tell you. Look, if you are humble, you will erupt. You think nothing that John Weah was doing? Look, when you get connections, relationship matters. Though. Nobody might fool you say it's always good to build relationship because when you do, you get the dividend of the relationship. That's what George Weah was. You were paying small roles. You were paying BB roles. You know what? George Weah can take a phone and call one of men. What's up? He can call a man. Just put it there. Apart from about 20 he just speaks on a dialect because George Weah can speak. He can speak Portuguese in there. He can speak Italian, English. He just pick up a phone. And pick up a settle that phone. Just put it in that dialect. George Weah speaking. Somebody will say, "You 12, I bring some money. 12, put it so. 12, get the old people. 12, get the trainer sweeping. 12, get the other one. 12, put it." So you see, it will out. We are 12. So the 12 will get the result, and you can see it. Look, the secret. That is secret Joe Baka refused to get. And you're going to Wakaduku now. I know very soon Joseph Baka going to pay a visit to Niger. You might get Tetan because over there, you are a president who want no problem. Tetan when you went there, I get a Tetan. They're picking them more early than they convince Joe Baka, Papi, who might not depend on America. You know more early than those guys desperate. They are not the not tell the Papi, we can't waste our time. What do you think? Why Abraham making it? Abraham Traore, they bought you with Russia and China. And you see the poor girl not a motor bar, the people willing to help you. That you don't want that Abraham Traore, but that ball looking good, that ball can push auto to Putin. Hey, Hannah, the men are looking for money. I know they not tell Joseph Baka, Papi, you see it? Especially when the Chinese people get a motor bar. I know the boss Joseph Baka here again. Papi, you see what we're telling you? And you see the Chinese girl not a motor bar. They give her 1,500 uniform. Then they give her some boots. Those shop forever ring boots. Then they give her some walking talkie. Papi, we got to find means to go to Traore. Let Traore show all the way. So which way Traore will show you? China and Russia that the road will show you. Joseph Baka, you stop the kind of thing you're doing. You stop it. You stop it. They already want wet. Then they can say how climate change can. The climate change turn the whole road upside down. So it will cost them more money. La. Rain was falling, Joe, we have a building roads. Rain was falling, don't need you from China were building roads. Rain was falling, Joe, we have a building housing unit. Rain was falling, Joe, we have a building military hospital. So that should not be any excuse to the United Party folks. Don't sit on the veranda and you think you can maximize the ordinary people. No. That is why you seditions and reactions and patriotic Liberians that believe in your country. Your decision to showcase George Weah project, to showcase development under George Weah or initiated by him, it has broken the propaganda arm of the Unity Party. I'm telling you, I am telling you, the efforts of these revolutionary young people, like my critic, like the other guys, it has broken. It almost like when America used that thing to bomb Iran. And you know what? On the ground, that what happened to United Party? Those citizens begin there, that small political bombardment they giving United Party propaganda team, they can no way to lie on Facebook. When you turn so, migrated in Lofa. You bab your eye, migrated in Bon County. You turn so, one citizen begin in Carrisburg. So everywhere they go, seditions, reactions, and patriotic Liberians are showcasing the developmental initiative of the former government. So their own supporter, when they play the picking, go ahead and you're talking about it. Then what are you doing there? Just imagine. People who bear road there without picking one chunking with mortar. Say, come over here, man. Oh, you think I will bear road? Know what we're doing here? Then one of the lawmakers say they must dismiss the contractor. Even those who bear road, they know that Joe Baka initiated those projects. So, Liberians, I just want to caution you. I just want to let you seditions to know that you are on path. This 2026, it is a year of revelation. It is a year of revelation. You must reveal. You must go into the trenches, into the bushes, into the towns and villages and clans and chiefs and boroughs and provinces. And you must showcase all the developmental initiatives of the former government. That is why today, as we speak, United Party propaganda arm have broken down and all of them are on their way to Owakaduku. Oh, God. Joya, you see, you do your bell, Baba. Wisdom is good, though. The Honorable Vice Chairman for Administration, they have a potent Vice Chairman for Administration, CDC USA, Honorable Donna Toddy. I know you're on the farm, but you're squeezing your way through. Oh, God. Hey, Joya. Yeah, wisdom, good, though. Wisdom. That's why I try to make friends with everybody. Chinese people, Russian, Portuguese, all the people I try to make friends with them. Nigerian, Ghanaian, Togolese, all the people are good to make friends. Today, Joseph Baka going to Burkina Faso. They forget about America. Let's open the telephone lines, Liberian. Let me just play small from the beginning here, then I'll open the telephone.
What if one of the most defining diplomatic shifts of our time did not take place in the polished halls of Washington, Paris, or London, but instead in Ouagadougou? Just recently, on what appeared to be an ordinary day, Liberia, Africa's oldest republic and one of America's most enduring allies on the continent, took a step few had anticipated. Rather than sending its foreign minister westward to reaffirm long-standing transatlantic partnerships, Liberia chose a different route. Its chief diplomat traveled deep into the Sahel, not to meet US or European leaders, but to sit across the table from Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the president of Burkina Faso.
077-223-9933, 0886-304497, 0777, that's the women line, 980375. Are the numbers to call. The WhatsApp line is +231 886-304497, and you live on the program. Talk about it on Kings 88.5. Let's take our very first caller. 1 minute. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, this is Mawo from Clarendon.
Okay, Mama.
What we are saying, you said it, or I told you last year, I told you, I said, all the things that they want to welcome me. You are saying you would not believe it. They put condemning us outside there. They condemn me all outside there. They bring it power. They want not so calm. Because I see somebody who go to school among them. Because people go to study with it behave. They go to school. They get all under the market to what they're stealing. Yeah. See the kind of thing there. What's this? They want it, I'm telling you, they want it small. Tomorrow, day after I give you a year, not a more one. You have to be careful. See $1, they don't want say.
Yeah, but the people also in now, why they go to Burkina Faso?
They what Samuel to do. They what it. They what did what they used to do. I told that fan I play there. They want to take that blood from ground to up. They
okay.
It's choking there now.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you so kindly. Good morning.
Yeah, so see.
Yeah.
That man say.
Go ahead, Mama. See.
Money over.
Yeah.
You tell who did the money? Hey, that blew that yesterday. Yeah, I blew that yesterday. 30 Berry 20. That would have said why not why today will slide about it today. I see. They put the whistle at all time. What service research carry there? They party up 20% what you get out your fee. And the car of what you see, you put it up. We're back here. Nobody. You put one of your t-shirt. Nobody. They put having a good t-shirt that way too. Nobody else be there. What got on you? I tell you something on your own way. That will be president. Then you think you will get me, Sonny? You will not get it. Because you will fry. I get power. They put a we around and nothing they want to be in the quarter. Then you open your mouth up and they say, what was devil? That was Savannah Bureau. But they will suffer on the fist here. No succeed for them. Well, they wait for us.
Okay.
Why put that behind? They're running around, man. They probably don't go English. That even when we talking here, what did I make our way? And when we talking, what talking English? Yes, somebody told me that today. I didn't want to go English. So then we are one in that people. Thank you, Ona.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mama. Take this person. Good morning. Yeah.
Unprepared presidency to the fire to deliver. Thank you, Israel. No, that tape that you are playing over there, it is a serious problem that we need to look at it. And these are the issues that we can flag. Then they will refer to us as opposition and opposition people.
Yeah.
Mind you, the last time when Louis Brown read that reckless statement, when AP started flagging the issue, the information minister has to come up. In his mind, he was trying to clarify, but he was not clarifying. He was just validating our argument that the statement made by Louis Brown It was not okay. It was not timely. He was just, they want to read that statement. If you look at the very or Europe, when they were reacting to that thing that happened to Venezuela and America, they were instead trying to caution start America to be careful how they were doing and this and that. They didn't go condemn it. They what you call 83 countries. When others are discussing, you sit as children, you listen. You got nothing to do with what is going on over there. You got nothing to condemn. So we were telling them that simply what the A3 were saying to America is that America went melting into the Venezuelan activities. That's what they were saying. Because when you tell the America, say, oh, you need to respect territorial integrity, you tell America, say, you have no right going to Venezuela to do what you did. Then what you just play, shifting in diplomacy in what America is going for. They don't want it. You can put that. When you shift in diplomacy, America feels threatening, and you cannot threaten America, you cannot threaten America's citizen security. They will always tell you that. When you try to do that, to shift in diplomacy that will bring the American government and its citizens into popular ridicule, they come after you. Look at the scenario in Venezuela. The recent oil tanker that was seized in D.C. by the American government, which flag they were carrying? Russia and China. Russia won, America won Venezuela several times that they needed to be cautious with what they were doing. They needed to do the right thing. They didn't do it. They failed. They got away with China. They failed. They got away with Russia. America didn't go to Venezuela for government change. They went there for a particular person that refused to listen to the American government. This is why they want to arrest him, they carry him. The free government stay intact. But the only thing is they will be operating under the supervision of America for now until things are put in place. So if you sit in a particular country, you think, say, you can go to Burkina Faso, you can go to Russia, you can go to China, and then you want to kick against America, you are doing it at the risk of the government, your country, and your citizens. Because America don't go for that. Then you have, America is the one that unlock development. That's clear. The big guys who talk their thing at the back, they will always discuss their thing at the back because while they are developing country, they cannot work in a solution with America. They got to work with them. So if you want development, if you want anything good happening in your country, in your government, America is the one that unlocks it.
But the guys, kind Egmont, they may not want things to work for them. That is why they run into Tuareg, because it's working for Tuareg.
Yeah, this is why you need to take care of what you do. Before America unlocks the development for you, they got to look at your domestic politics. Your domestic politics and your domestic policy. What are you doing in your country to allow America to unlock development coming into your country? Because the development of America cannot not a change for you, and then at the end they are dragging the mob. That's what they don't want. So if you want for America to unlock the development or whatsoever you want come to you, your policy, your domestic policy, your domestic politics should be human dreaming, should be citizen dreaming. But what has government done? Since they took over, instead of setting the government agenda, what did they do? They are going after the major opposition in the country. That today, when you say stand up and protest and make sure that Blackers don't get off, the country is blown into chaos and chaotic situation. That is man that you are going after. Even for America to stay and not their church say, hey, you can go into Liberia, stabilize the country. Make sure the country is peaceful. Make sure the country is reconciled and reconciliation. So taking place in the country. Then your long-term partner can stay and not that church. If you go there, I can guarantee your security. I can guarantee your peace. You can go into Liberia. But we have called on the Black government over the years. They have refused to do so. Why are you telling me? Real Mashi is starting key to development of Liberia. No, we brought in for 42 yellow machines. We were able to bring in some during our government. What is needed for development in the country is when you can have your hand, when you can have your hand on the resources. When you don't have the resources, if you bring a yellow machine in the country, when the yellow machine operates by itself, you won't be operating the yellow machine. You need to service it. You need to put fuel in it to operate it. Do you have the capacity to do so? No.
Okay.
Look for the money. Pay the contractor. You say they will do the work for you. But man, not that. And then you the party people, I don't know what wrong with them. For day one of this government, 285 yellow machine is nowhere to be found. Your president wrote the national legislature and said this machine was given to me by my long-term friend. After president, the machine cannot come. The last time we checked, we saw the vice president in China doing window shopping on yellow machine. Today, the one machine can still be not come to the real life.
Oh, God. Thank you. It slip off. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm Jimmy calling for our cases. You are new in the program.
Okay.
Israel, I'm not surprised of the government behavior, but the only thing I'm afraid. Why making me afraid that you don't play with America, more especially Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a president that you don't know in less move. Anything you want to do at any time. And this one always takes positions and to create barriers for the country. We do not come up with an idea. You have to stop here. So we are supposed to be going to Burkina Faso. The only thing we can do Burkina Faso is trying to see that certificate. They be trying to support the government. That's the facing the country.
Yeah.
These are the things Burkina being that country from Burkina, they come to Liberia. You know the intention all of them not have to get there. So the government already Burkina Faso attention, people fighting them. Then you as a poor controller the anything you want to know without comment. And you know terrorists war is a rebel.
Yeah.
Rebel in Jack Iran, in terrorism, but terrorists are 30, 40 years in what terrorism is enemy. So let's go play the speed. This is why our government needs to be very careful.
Okay.
Why the enemy kind of issues. Because the aftermath of Israel, you looking at using the fish, appear in the ground, who are the fish. So far, we need to reconsider this and start to expand 40-year experience. Like, we are going to experience the few years. We don't need to be a starting back like this. 40-year experience. Let me expand 40-year experience and go to serious country in Africa instead of going to Burkina Faso. That's another issue. Talking about the issues here, we know the idea of Burkina Faso. We know the idea of the issue. And that is a national issue. And the country in the world and that's why we're going to get for that. That's an issue. Why can't I do nothing? Okay.
All right, Chief. Thank you. Thank you so kindly. Let me see. I was taking someone from the Lone Star line, 086-304497. Someone from the Lone Star line. I want to pick someone from there, from the Lone Star line. Okay, let me go to the women line. Good morning. Yeah.
But you go there, please. Where did I do? That the general on the line will be from Clawata, Massissippi.
Yeah, go ahead, doctor.
What is my little corner? No, but we are what the men of God said. He has come to pass. He said there will be a calamity in Liberia. The people know where they are where they are there. So when they saw the election, they know where they are there, but they will not do nothing. Until that says, if you're not taking dead, what about their God? Thank you. The first land they put land to America instead of bringing war cranko, right? The first thing they did, the first land worker put there, I will bring war cranko and they put a 2 days and say you fight war instead of bringing war cranko. The second person they bring I know drag for more for America. Then you get America. Then when the people responded to them and said the money will get given you, whatever you do. And you're telling out S1. The third person that Darrell Delon will go on the ground of war, glorious saying, you know, a baby book, that liar. Speaking a series, say lying, talking about the first thing we'll do, we'll put Labrador first. We'll take Labrador and for the anybody that starts for development, a person will go for. Not for America. We'll not put all your research behind. Now what they said, declare America, but for the dollar, you get nothing for yourself. What must you get? What will you say get to go against America? What do you get? You say, yeah, what will get? What do you get? What do you get, my son? What do you can't get to go against America?
Well, in America, they use support against Joria.
Running the first place, about princess on the government.
Yeah.
So then now you pack in one side. You going to Burkina Faso to go do what? When America will get home, they'll get phone over to get look at it, get the president, get it out of Papa. You ever America? Yes. Let's stop what they do. We're suffering. Let be our suffering.
Okay.
Let's stop all the declarate. You want development, you see your yellow machine in my brother say. You see your friend, you friend go, you pull it, you see about put money inside, you can't work cover say do, you know it coming from, you go after cover there. You bring over just to go and things go be let us cut in the house. No understanding. And you put it what you delegate America, when America fat, you will not smell it. Nothing you can do for yourself. Even the first thing you can't do it. Then you go against America, you're going to go to the you go ask them. Let us stop it. What they do, let for my for taking me with America. Yes, for taking me.
The doctor.
You got a degree for the English.
Okay.
You get lots of people there coming after about 50 guys. America, you will sit there.
Thank you.
You cannot raise a boss for Lori. That's a boss for Lori.
You woman, I beg you apply your book on the weekend before you came in.
Okay, thank you for your you never check it out. You can find it for canaries. They are.
Oh, thank you so kindly, Man Sisi not book too much. Let me go to the US. Let me talk to Top Talking Joseph calling there from New York.
Hey, my brother Bowie, I see. This is Joseph colleague calling from New York. Hey, man. Our Liberian people, y'all look at what unfolding right before your eyes. Look at the kind of thing that's happening to us. Joseph Walker, with I don't know how many year experience, is now turning to a military junta. And a young man that were not born even during his political career when he started working for government. The experienced man is going to that little boy in the hole there. That the experienced man you were talking about, my people. Hey, man. Look, for the other aspect of, the things that we're talking. Look, no one there, they know what it is. Because America know about all of them, the stealing that they have done, where those finances are, they know them. The day they get ready to expose it, we are always see it. Because the first thing was they start freezing all those money for them. Let them go out Russia. What happened? When America got ready or the world got ready, they started freezing all those yachts and from the thing that cost millions of dollars. They freeze it from them. Today, those guys know what's going on. You people know, y'all was sitting there right there. Ibrahim Aziz, that guy Chelsea, was forced to sell his thing because of no pressure. But that one that their business, that not the Liberian people business, that their money they're stealing, that what will happen to them. And then there were the other nonsense that they, excuse me for the expression, my brother, that they're trying to do. No, America, you joke with America, my brother. Let them go ask Chapo, the drug dealer, that laying out here behind bar. And then, how to call it? Go ask Venezuela president what happened. You see how they disabled that man quite? With all the defenses that he have for Russia and China. It didn't even last 10 hours. There are few minutes that people infiltrated and destroyed our whole place.
But Joseph,
we don't have nothing, so that one it don't go that way.
Collie,
but the Liberian people, y'all look at it, man.
Yeah, Joseph, Collie, the people, Baka think it's important to go to Burkina Faso because things are happening for Tuareg, so they want Tuareg to show them the way.
But those are the things, my brother. And look at what they did. So Baka with all the rebel thing in your day, you brought Burkina Beast and go get them. No, the people from Grand Gita supposed to be telling him, get the people for you, go to I don't know whatever who you got and send the Burkina Beast on that side. That our brothers, but you can't be doing this kind of thing. Just bring a lot of those people in our place that they occupy the whole place. But that one is left with the Grand Gita to do what they have to do.
Okay.
But this is crazy.
I'll tell you.
They are so desperate that they're going anywhere. Whatever they can get. And those are the things that we were seeing. George Weah and that of Walker, who America got a benefit from. George Weah got house here, he paying taxes. George Weah got his son playing for the U.S. national team, who is a citizen of America. Walker and George Weah, who is, better situated that America can handle and rely on. It is not Walker, but we were telling the people, they say, oh, this is a problem you brought on yourself. Your president with all that years of experience is going to one little boy, one piggy.
Okay.
But one good thing, the difference between them is like, despite of everything that the boy is doing, he got love for his nation. He wants to bring his nation up. But Bwaka then is about stealing. He and his colleagues. So whatever they can put in their pocket and what they're running after. So that's the difference. Despite of he being in the military or whatever, but even to geopolitics, he can compare that ball to that of Samuel Tue on education or geopolitics, knowing about the world. They are not even equal. But this is a situation, they say the prophet is never respected in their home.
Okay.
So that what happening to us today? It's a disgrace, man. Brother, you have to go care, man. God bless you all, man.
Thank you so kindly. Thank you so much. Let me go to the Lunsa Lani presentation there. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. CA. This is Mama calling from Fena.
Yeah, Mama. Go ahead.
Thank you. This morning, I want to concentrate the government. With all the dancers taking people from up payroll, they don't get money. They got to go to neighboring country again to start lobbying and leave America, or America, what they were pushing against Ambassador Weah. Yeah, because all the dancers, everything they dance out with the clean, they lazy, they take on gold knees, they do this, and now they still taking people from up payroll. So there's money not able to build road, there's money not able to take care of the climate change with the salary dancer. No, I'm asking the Muscle Rally Women. I saw them again to the chair of Muscle Rally Women headquarters. I saw them that I was feeling bad. But this is political issue. Because when we met to fucking floor church, I saw a lot of women later on we did not get the result of the vote. I was just there working, but I was not pleased. Because I said, if this women, each of them could just bring 10%, because I know Africa, we are always 10 in the house, 15 in the house, 10 in the house as a family. So if these women that are standing here today, boasting, knocking their chest for George Weah, you're forgetting who were to the church. What was the result? The result was not fine. I'm not happy. But anyway, we are liberated. Thank God we all are feeling the pain. And now everybody going to understand. They see America, they were pushing against Ambassador Weah. Like America now they want to turn their back to. But we tell them, when you turn your back to America, it will be all right. Because turn your back to America, let's see the development. Don't put it on climate change. Climate change have nothing to do about drastic climate change. Yeah, Mr. C, I'm concerned because drastic climate change, there's no erosion in drastic climate change. So having erosion will pass. It will just rain and that rain, the ground will suck it. So it can't stop no pressure. But I just tell you our women, you listen and listen very well. You listen to your brother, your sister, then, because what we want from you is 2029 should be different vote. It should not be we go for second round, we go for the just how you can turn on like how we should vote sincerely. Thank you for the program.
Thank you so kindly, my brother. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, let's hear you.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Israel, anyone here need to pay the person they were clapping. The job Bagana know what he's doing. So Bagana you want only for America. When I tell them that we mad, they were clapping for the statue. And today we see it. So that Bagana money for that going to Burkina Faso where you benefit. When last year Burkina Faso helped that bro with money when last. They tell me the two were last. The general went last. You know what I'm on there for? Then la brother said this morning. When trying to arrest Baka, it must be this year. Soon they arresting the carrying job we have to own. What is the Baka looking for? He will get it. And now the result of government is saying, well, no whoever they are joining my door. The other one can get whoever, the other one can get what is it?
Okay.
The people were telling all that Kufa holding the country hostage. Then one now they're going to Burkina Faso. And Richard who is there as a registrar. What are they going to Burkina Faso for? They're not able to handle their own problem in Israel. As my father said, my father left the land for America. Then they say, yes, friend. You don't want to put out a room for a vast Israel yourself. When you go on for the so more years, if you don't want that impact, and you don't want to nurture them, then Baka going to Burkina Faso for what?
You go hustle now. That the hustle. Then you say for it again.
And but you go already there. They said I could find the country hostel money when I come in. Richard Kun there now. They married me.
Okay.
What are they looking for? But I better sit down in peace. That will enjoy in the country as you find it all. Sit down and respect yourself. Don't look for pattern. You know what to wrong.
Okay. Thank you so kindly. Let's take somebody from the diaspora also. Been patient there. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, Israel. Good morning. This is Rebecca calling from Arizona.
Yeah. Let say that have you. Welcome.
Okay. The topic I get to my heart this morning is doing about the worker is sending people to Burkina Faso. He already get a bad knee with the people that in Burkina, because when he coming from France, there are about 25 African presidents that they said Emmanuel Macron talked to get that labor.
Okay.
You see, when they were counting the people, Waka knew were there. So when you run it there now, then you're going to be in a bad mood with American, and you already got bad knee with Burkina Faso. So now it's a double trouble for him. You see? So he not get a good face there. Although maybe the little boy, he love African, he might do that way. But actually down there, they get their name. The people that want to get to him because of the Emmanuel Macron. You see? So they got to be careful. They got to be careful when that labor over there, he holding ground. Now somebody else go and play with it. And you will be careful to put in trouble with our old people that will depend on a long time. You see? So that double trouble for him. You got to be careful. That's why I got to say the money. I want to say thank you.
But at the end of the see a miracle they were using against George Weah.
Yeah, they are still play mountain and go to that place to Nassim Pelosi office to say person of Liberia.
Yeah.
We are the taxpayer. Now the censor that will go to them will be more like George Weah, one of people who say. And they must just be careful. America, when they say go ahead and you play with them, they will come for you like something. They must just chat, I say.
So it may not easy on them. Things are thoughtful because when you run into Burkina Faso to show you the way, when there are other accusations against your country, they're serious.
Yeah, but that because me, I watching the news every day. I hear the news when they were counting them. They count them. They are 25 leaders. The old people. Only one young man, Senegalese president, was young among them. But all of them, they are old. And what they talk to them. So that and when you leave that one, you want to go lobby there, he live with you. Be careful with that. Not a normal man.
All right, Mama.
Yeah, so thank you.
Thank you so much, David. Thank you so kindly. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning, Chief.
And good morning to our Liberian people. Petuade Liberian people. What expeditions? My name is wasn't PG. I joined those conversations from the place, the community where our people are expecting water from the village. Today we've got a community. That's our central best, central more of your veterans. The government is lacking the rest of us. We told them that Burkina Faso is supposed to go. Burkina Faso has conquered the development. We have to go to country 2018. The first country that we are trouble because the international global connection are going to back and said it. Because of trust, we are international global connection. He went fast. And when he went fast, he met Macron. And what Macron gave him, Macron gave him 20 million. So then, when God came back, he said the embassy hospital, he went to Saudi Arabia. He went every country, we're not going Ghana. What are you going to get? What are you going to get? What are you get? What are you going to get? What said Mr. Blacker, this country, be clear to us that you don't know the country. Because the motherfucker to us, the same little project of things, what kind of what they say, and you don't know anything about it. So it's clear that we expect for the Liberia in the constitution of this country, you can't tell that you no longer want the country. More Ali, Rokomin said to us again that they want the country. The Jado Power bleaching, and the quite most where to FPRC that didn't want the country.
Okay.
Don't want to be clear to them that 2029, I will put that vote. Don't make anything to teach every teach. There will be no like you said. Thank you. Give me the opportunity.
Thank you so kindly, my brother. Thank you. Let's take this person's Mr. Lang, good morning. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah. Under there?
Yeah, Israel? Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Mandela calling from Uru.
Okay.
Yeah. Israel, you know, the people here, they want to bring problem in the country to us with America. Let me tell you something. Let me go back. That retrospect. The time where when Doe came to power, I just say 2 years, 3 years. Though the American people, you know, like Roy owing Doe, like Roy owing America. And Doe said something. I know America asking for debt or something, and they were just trying us. Doe said, let everybody, let's rather run and pay America's debt. Can you imagine? Can you pay America's debt? That's what Doe said. And people started everybody collecting money to pay America's debt. What am I saying? And where Doe downfall came from? Because America can Liberia pay America's debt? People, they are jealous of people. And I had Doe falling came from that time there. America people never rested until the Ellen Johnson said they start giving on to the charges that were in jail. America did. Can he be free? They say he broke jail. The hard the charges here. They sent him to now started one for training. The hard they war business came in Liberia. When I come back, he take Calaba to do that day for a mansion. Take when do what I haven't gone through. They do that. They think what people talking. That a brother war business where America will honor it. We are trying to say this morning. The people that are thrown the king of power. I saw the king of power. I want you to listen to me this morning, Israel. I saw that king of power. You heard that there for through the left they went to China. Blah. Proving themselves now with China, making fresh now. President we are now that bridge, that breaking that friction that happened between America with a Putin business and Canada. China went and won that project. You hear me? The one people they carry paper on after that, and the China people they made friends with them for that project overhead bridge to come to Liberia. You heard that, you know, posting. He wants anything this time. They will see to it. Yes, Liberia is one big bad. Yes, for Liberia. All kind of thing, yeah, making that kind of statement. Hey, posting now, it means that anything, whatever, not anything America say, you know, not that go and then vote into America. And what he was trying to say now. Yeah, why you are posting. You hear me? Anything, because see that brought interest first before. So it means he trying to say now, China now, the brought interest, yeah, is in China. It will be a chief through China. They overhead bridge and all these things. China making development. So it means I do not just vote any kind of way to please America. That's what he was trying to say. But you see, the people they putting their step into with Bible with America. Now you see, they went and they few days, yeah, now they other men here. Jump on now. Yeah. We said So Maria, these people, they the one. In fact, they the one heading head with the African group. When you Louis Brown, you wake up, they give you the speech, they say go release it. Then you start showing yourself. I know that person want to show. They feel that people are not listening. And that kind of thing, you put your mouth in the poor business. Yeah, they say your business. So all the kind of thing, American Germany, they say they may Trump praise them there as good English speaker. Listen so. A major topic they have in a bureau here. Oh, can they run this and that? Joseph Parker can speak good English. Why they do this now? When they propose certain countries name up for good English speaking. Why I say our personal bureau names were not mentioned? Why the bureau name was not mentioned? It was that's what I told the other day when I spoke to the other men who had the topic. And repeated. I said, let me tell you, the mockery people were doing that was just mockery. Because Trump did not understand Joseph Barker. That's why he just said good English. They can speak running with it. And the other time, I answered that other man who said, yeah, that I know your Soviet brother agree. And I said, Joseph Barker, one person, what they said that country, that good English, yeah, they mess when you're running with it. In that clip, I said, you want to play it one day. Joseph Barker said, we have plenty mirror in Liberia and we want America to come and trade. Now, what I'm saying, you take Soviet poor and get person single. They say we have. That's the kind of English, that good English thing they were talking about. And so they were going to play that clip. They were going to hear their whole president, Joseph Barker, who they said are good English speaker. When they were running around with, we had, now it is based on Liberia. Liberia name is out to know that big mockery do not start making all of Joseph Barker. So that's it. People point at saying Bible. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so kindly. Thank you. Good morning.
Morning,
yeah.
Morning, this is question with it.
Yeah.
Some of us we got in the morning to fire the show because of the great joy and aspiration they bring to the show. But I think we will not be treated fairly because the calling 7 a.m. people will take 2-3 minutes. Order the call for almost 3-4 minutes.
But
follow the after the show, they're coming on your show.
But man, I don't want running the show. You talking that you already running, so they know. I don't want running the show, my man. Don't tell me how to run my show. Go ahead. You already know.
Someone will follow the afternoon show that instead of coming on the show.
Okay, then you can wait for the afternoon show, Chief. Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Good morning, Isha.
Yeah, go ahead, my brother.
Thank you. Isha, I'm Spencer Mohammed, and I call for my Popo Kono, down Coast Spoon Hill, Winter Complete. Isha, thank you very much. Isha, am I hearing that Joseph Boakai on an international documentary that he's sending people to Burkina Faso?
But we know already.
Man, Isha. Is that not a sea rescue team that was telling us in 2023 election that the public get international contact? Is this not a sea rescue people that told us in Joe get for a 2 years experience? Is this not a sea rescue team on School FM that told us that Joe are going to meet 35 investors in America that later became 17 investors? Is it not the same people who told us, according to the NRC Commission, National Investment Commission, that told us hundreds of businesses have applied to come to Liberia? Then how come are they going to Burkina Faso? Amen to a little new Ibrahim Traoré. Joseph Boakai, is this what you guys castigated the country for? Are we just seeing United Party said that President Weah did not have contact with America, that's why you are going to the Arab community?
Yeah.
So now my question is this. My brother who called yesterday for those community, my Madingo boy who started arguing with me yesterday, my brother. The Middle East in Dallas or Burkina Faso, which one has advantage to help Liberia? Yes, you got black condemned President Weah of going to the Middle East. Say that because President Weah did not have contact with America, that's why he was going to the Middle East. Now the quote unquote Joseph Baka is going to Burkina Faso. How are you feeling this morning, my brother? You campaign that President William not do nothing when the can job with waste. 3 years today you don't have job, you're sitting home. How are you feeling this morning? Is it Burkina Faso offering job to you this morning? What are your consciences telling you? Is that you voted for? When you look at development, I mean, in your community, when you used to take clothes to cut that water, when President you said road was insignificant. Is Burkina Faso going to give you the Nina job to meet up with your family? 2 guys were going around here ignorantly insulting President William. Is this what you brought? Is this what you could rescue? Joseph, you are a complete disgrace to the Republic of Liberia. This is the rescue men. Rescue us to come take us from stop, as you quote unquote said yesterday. But today, rescue has taken us for another era and carry us in a septic tank and beyond a septic tank. And you are destroying the community in there. But this one will haunt you and all of you guys that in this government because America has its own way to react. Thank you very much for always giving us the opportunity to make our national issue. Thank you.
Thank you so kindly, my brother. Talk about it on Kings 88.5. Let it not require argument. You see, you can disrespect people sometimes. My man I called had left the land. I think what he said is kind of belittling to me. When people are flexible, you don't allow them to be authoritative. When people call, they're supposed to say. When they're making sense, we need to keep them. When they don't, even when they don't make it, let's allow them to say what they want to say. So you could tell me that I'm gonna call people up. I'm gonna call people, or you want me to be indecent in that pro talking and I call them up. You respect us, man. We give you the opportunity. You don't not disrespect people. Don't do it. I think what you turn on, you will be calling on the evening show when Sam Andrew can or AB, you can call on that show. That's what you say now, you're my member. I will always call. Soon you call, and I'll call you off. Yeah, well, that statement you made. Good morning. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much. I wanted to say one or two things. The thing was about the former president and into nothing. The rule where Eric Johnson took for George and for Portland when the woman would come to supermarket and she started there. I was okay for them. The former president took it from them straight to Johnson Bay all the way. Then he took street light and put it there and carried it all the way. Then up to now the street light they don't have to put it on because they want to put it in the street light. They wanted to school that street there from there. Somebody told them say do it. I had to be oil. So all the things they are selling all around going from place to place. Israel, what are they doing it for? To make yourself feel happy, you're going to Burkina Faso. If you Burkina Faso president to come support those here want to do their own country, they may fight for here people there, making their country. Then you coming for all the blacks that are going to go to them. They're confused because they didn't do nothing for us. They just pity people, catching people, all of things. I don't care how the people will say so far, will say things. We are praying for 2029. Nana yesterday I was saying that to my niece and please. Uncle Joshua, can you imagine the girl party catches? There go. The party in back. I say yes, see. Now I say, man, I don't want to vote for him. Listen to what you can say. I don't know anything. They all thanks to them, man, they ain't bow. They have to want to for one out there money tomorrow. Just to be able to see fun.
Okay.
And I easy, Israel. And I easy. My own no Sonny Pan Israel, I will call you. I will call you to come to you.
Okay.
So that is one or two things to you before I say you what I want to say.
Oh,
so like,
thank you so kindly. Thank you. Good morning. Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, boy, I see money.
Morning.
Boy, I see the people where you see, so I see they will confess. The people where you see that they confess, what can we play a model? Lord, me call them. Concerning about our capital basis. They will confess it. Well, they're not able to have. They just fighting in it. Anyway, yeah, we're going. I know, yeah, that more than that week. We, yeah, but those people, back my what they will confess.
Okay. Thank you. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Morning, Israel. City Baby calling you.
Yeah, morning, City Baby. Go ahead.
Yeah, let God bless all the Kings FM family people, including you and your family. Let God bless you. You know, they come changing the Norwegian few better amount to LeBron coming. So nobody will tell you the foreign. It take the money a year. You cut in the foreign. See what going on? We suffering already here. The people go again say dedicate to go in Burkina. Can black men help different black men? African leaders can't help no African leaders without the Western people. So that didn't make me just suffering. We suffer more and more. The American playing with it book me and like it like that. That's why I like it because the people show the election, they get to it, so that's why I think break it. It's good on it. And it's a malaria now good. Thank you, Allah. God bless you over there. Thank you, my son.
Thank you, CDC Babe. Thank you. Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah.
Morning, brother.
Yeah, go ahead.
This Ibrahim Dean Dynasty Fangon. First of all, I just want to tell the Unity Party and the Poga. Project rule, Wagara rule, Project rule, Wagara rule, Unity Party rule, Project rule. No to get into the deputy president that I just play ball work or I just old weak men work. It's not all weak men work because first of all, you're not having the national connection. You not got connection around the world. The football I'm saying we are play. Just we are play, making popular and make people to know it out there. Even with our American here, just we will still succeed because the wrong election though. That's just the wrong the country to govern well is what who know you out there. So the opponent they have already said they know that they will not have chief in the government no matter what they do.
Okay.
But we talk they just say that politics or we don't let us see them. But we will not be only doing phone call or will be running, will be in Panja laughing with politics to make more people to be convinced. And what I'm doing and convincing more people.
Thank you.
So thank you this morning. Bye-bye.
Thank you so kindly, my brother. Thank you for being part. Good morning.
Hello, yes,
Yeah.
good morning.
Morning, Chief.
Thank you. My name is Prince to play here. I do join my district number 2, Lower Market County, Happy City. Israel, let me say thank you for the turbulent discussion this morning. I started the show, everybody not completed it because I have to go to class. But Israel, you talk on study, this morning that United Party who was monitoring also for conference. But say like you always putting it on track. So you gotta advise people and get and they continue doing what you want to do. So you must just forget about them now. And then come again, our people. Don't listen to them. Now all the negative things that you will always be saying, don't put ears to them. Focus on what you say. You have to put like great people that I think totally now get to the proof of power.
Okay.
And last is we just lost when I was strong supporter in my GBF for anyone. Daniel Hutus, who had accident yesterday and he passed in Bagley family.
Oh.
Yeah.
Amen.
When I was strong supporters.
Wow. I'll
sympathy.
sympathy.
In Carpentry, I think next week Saturday will be the burial.
Okay. I'll sympathy to the family, yeah?
Thank you. And don't forget about PPP myself birthday on tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning.
Okay.
Let's squeeze some time there. Some time there. Yeah, just take a small time. Good morning. Good morning. Morning, Chief.
Kuku from Kawa.
Okay, Kuku.
You see, really, by the government going to Burkina Faso, I consider to be blind leading the blind. Complete blind leading blind because these people don't know anything. They outside know anything that I feel couldn't continue. I mean, a blind leading blind people coming in. We'll go from west to Visigla. Yeah, but so when they get to continue, you go for the 7-year experience. You can say 42, 47-year experience. And going to somebody who in ABC to continue. And mean a blind leading blind, complete blind leading blind team coming in. However, that all medical attire suffering man, attire suffering blind. Blind don't know what he's doing. He's not suffering against you, what other people suffer. And he's not playing against you. I thank you.
Thank you so much, Coco Wuda. Thank you. Thank you so kindly. Appreciate that. Let's take one more there. Good morning. Hello? Morning, Chief.
Good morning.
I'm okay.
Thank you for another day. But the coming president of less calling for New York. I just want to make some 3 points pertaining to the dedication that you have sent to Burkina Faso. The problem is here. The problem the people not listening to what about say, they're getting clearly. Because they are all going there for wisdom. They are all going to live for wisdom, and now the first of all, the thing people are going to tell you, but where you are corrupt and your whole family are corrupt. Can you reduce your salary to about 9,000? Can you receive 9,000 for your own government? The people are going to say no. You will not accept what they going to say. They are only running around telling people that the U.S. government is wicked. The U.S. government can't do what they want to do. They are the same people that run propaganda against South Korea. But you are came to power before. The first 1 year, you saw Georgia go gray hair. Everybody got confused. What happened? They may join the country money, but now we put the public like experience. The public boy, say public sabu, now we see ourselves in the public sabu when it's coming. We see ourselves. They may join our country money. We are there building. We are there taking our money, building in 4 years, building a mansion in 4 years, for the liberate people money. And now, what Burkina Faso is doing, the people are not able to take that lead. They are only putting in trouble with the US government right now.
Okay.
So what the people think better for the liberate people.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you so kindly. Good morning. Yeah. Morning, Chief.
My name is Sensi Castle, and I call you from Upper Corridor.
Okay.
Thank you for your show this morning, and I listen to you cleanly. Like today, we found ourselves in the hole. Even if you posted there, you don't able to grab that thing and can't also. Where Joseph Boga today? How you will be America and go to Burkina Faso president? What the American people against him? That because he want to be a war superpower. Like bro, we have to stand. We have to stand and pray for our country. And not for Joseph Boga and his team, but we pray for our country that the American people, they will not go against us. We are praying for that. And the American, because this station is national station all the way in America. The American, your man, Joseph Boga, attitude, Joseph Boga, I don't know what they call government. We were saying the thing, they say, we're not let it papi. We were saying the thing, we say Joseph Boga is not friendly with the American government, they say Allah. Joseph Boga being power for Heleba Army. He been working government for the some way, so he getting the national support. Today, me are happy. Every day I will say, hey, I'm happy for Georgia to lead in power so we can see behind the papi, the friend that he had, get the international, the international support that he have. So see it today. Today, Joseph Boga carrying our country to somebody while the American people against him, my people. Then we sit here, we say, oh, the man doing well, the man doing well, the man doing well in their pocket. They doing well in Doula, so saying that the Joseph Boga government is doing well. It's doing well because some of their family working in the government and they're stealing our money, they put it in their pocket. It's doing well for that. But it's not doing well for the Liberian. Today, I will always discuss Lofa. I will not discuss any country. I will discuss Lofa because I've been Lofa for 7 months now. And I'll be returning back soon to make sure and see that all the development, what you said, say, you can't go and rescue Liberian. In fact, Mr. Boss, we are, they go there, they speak book and they not understand it. They speak a lot of big book in the country. Joseph Boga speak a lot of book and you not understand what he's speaking. Some people can learn book when they speak English. And they can't understand their own English. They want suffering the government today. How you will say rescue the person that sort of rescue you, then leave it and go to somebody who you never know before. That America sort of rescue in the country. It's not Burkina Faso president. It's not Burkina Faso president sort of rescue us. Because America that didn't want to support us. America that didn't want to tell us, say, they made a president. But I not blame Joseph Boga. I blame the American citizens because they tell anything Georgia are doing in the country for us, they were against it. They were against it. Okay. Everything they say that yes sir. Everything they say yes sir. Today, Joseph Boga living there and go to Burkina Faso president. They may right because the men know that you not have anything to show to the Liberian people.
All right.
Today They are breaking people's houses that we have no reason. Look at Korea Road today. They put in video that they rescue the rover job here and said, I'm sorry. Like, go over my brother. You will stop. Joseph Bagai can show one thing in over. Joseph Bagai, when show one thing in over, when, anytime, when I call on the radio, you must cut me up. You know what? The total for a sticking on you because the development want to for a get in over. Joseph Bagai don't have it.
Okay.
And when you go again, Joseph Bagai, the man will shut down all your business. So thank you for your show this morning.
Thank you. Thank you so kindly. Thank you. Good morning.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, monsieur.
Yeah, Mama.
This is your Oma. My attention to the people going to Burkina Faso. Why they the whole problem? The problem is you go up Camera, the same thing you tell you. The spending you're doing in the country here. After million that you bury in hospital, bring a sample in hospital, you don't have to go to anybody. That money you use to buy your car in a comfort, that money can pass another road to any. It can pay people. It can take care of the Liberians. The money that you are having in the forward. You got to go to Burkina Faso, waiting for Burkina Faso get their set, traveling their set, struggling. Why they living in America today? When the ambassador doing church their time, oh, that man to say, I will get go to here and hold you. He was doing all kind of things every day. They were giving press release because they were honor it. Because they were honor it. And today, they living there, they running somewhere where they know they will not get it. They know they will not get it. They will not get it from there. Yeah, but they were doing all kind of things every day, putting people on station, lying, doing everything. The market, he will get president, he will do this, he will do that. That the Americans, they won't leave today because they're not getting it. The only thing they can do for themselves, they shouldn't waste their time for Faso. All the money then they see the point they hold it. Then they take it from there and start developing the country. Then their name will come up. Not to say they're going to Burkina Faso to go ask that later, asking for it. The later not stealing all that money. He not buying those zero things and he not paying hotels in the corner. They're calling their houses to their people. People are taking money to go marry 4 wives. So the country money, they're not what they bought within this country. So let them go back and sit down and think what they can do. Let them lead our later, let him build his country. Thank you, Bob. We have my grandchildren.
Okay. Thank you, Mama. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, the calling from Jeffrey. Thank you very much, my brother. I check with for city because we have a revival in the community. Yes, sir. Let me tell you, now Joe Parker, I say when now win, it will be the end of the country. So the party one made a country to end. What can work end the country because you know it can succeed. So you can succeed, they can do development, they can do nothing for elaborate people. They are suffering. They started like tell you, say what, and they got them. I say, you almost like my pay, almost like your vote to carry on no way. He said, I will destroy the country and I will be in power. When the country come to chaos, then they report, then they will be there. So the NGO can come. But let me tell Buaka, nobody will fight warrior and no one will fight. If you think that you will tell yourself for you, tell people in Burkina Faso to go to the ball. Why do not talk when you abuse the not talk? You will go there and say when you go there and settle there, when I see your people, you will be joking to no you will be joking. Let me tell you, nothing will happen here. We are calling embassy, Marcated, I put a trouble all the country here. And the representatives are killed. I put a trouble all the country here. We are calling the Marcated and the UN ambassador that listen to me now in Liberia. Yeah, Waka a criminal there. They're thinking that we will come the country because we don't get nowhere to go. We are not seeing country money. We are selling our market. Nobody will come the country to kill Waka. Anything that you call for the country here, you will send your people to Burkina Faso. Jonathan will come and jack you up when you are your business and Katumu and pick your own in the country here that we are suffering. Your children service drop and we are suffering in the country here. Your NSA deputy director wreck one ball on Central Station now listen to it. Don't come to power to destroy the country and kill and see. That devil, where is devil that is inside you? Don't say we're just with the devil. You see how you're playing the country? That is the director rep one the ball. It's not easy to pop bleeding. It will come on you, yeah, it's right. That demon can destroy the country. That door can destroy the country. It's not for you. Let me tell you, it will be end. The American people listen to me, and Donald Trump listen to me. Donald Trump, I'm calling you now. You can't tell everybody for a while we are suffering. The people you put more and the bad place come and take the people here. So we can be in peace and put into president and put a man down and put a man there. Let it follow here to get go to election and bring our president back. Thank you very much.
Morning, John.
Morning.
Yeah, that's also calling my finger for you. I don't know everyone from the and live. Where are we now? In the country.
We are.
Is it because he travel all around, he bring nothing, so he won't go to the team, won't bring problems. Asian one, Donald Trump ready to come for him, yeah, come for him. He won't even bring no chair, bomb, because I'm easy to catch. Nobody going to defend here will say, oh, want to go shoot American here. Then they just can't carry him quietly. They keep it to what they can keep it and all be in peace. What is here? Donald Trump, I'm meant to play with very, they say you don't joke. That man, when you just grab one president with West, with nobody dying, Asia will vacate the people here. Asia will set a time of us number. We set a time of us number, and the people will not offer on nothing but to just princes, just stories, trouble in this nation, Asia. They say that woman is fasting and pray for until death took them. That they seem to be seeing the country where I was sharing Asia. Where do we get to go? They do not go just press on a small body with a little finger. Where you see we go, Asia? Man, rescue mission. So you don't get stay on your own. So you don't get stay on your own. You can't want to care on your they care about sharing it. Don't baby 14-year-old boy, 3 good or giant star man, and I made a father believer. 3 giant star believer. They just spot out their child, nothing to do but to come and bring from the Israel. We need to pray. Israel, you must say, we get current background, we know where we're going out. The party of bad, the girl particular, they don't go, we don't need the people here. One person will come out, but it's a total disaster. That's where I come to place here. Have a blessed God,
Thank you, Agatha. Thank you. Good morning. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah?
My name is Sophia.
Go ahead.
Yeah. They think I will comment from this on. Well, we don't want to look for it. You look at someone, the person that later to you say a scrum opportunity. They living on room. Yeah, no one our job will get on 1 million tax for because we the doing we ourselves a problem. We don't. If the person that later to you the scrum opportunity is still a person. You then in person, what you expect? They will scrum everything. They just all around it. But then the Burkina Faso get to give you. They see things that bother your grandchild. They see things about doing do it. Stop the minister, they're gonna be in party all over. They're gonna be in mansion, retire home in a country. In looking at a selection, I have grandchild there. Tell your minister to stop raping people's children. To stop sorrow marking our boss. Look at the thing now, all of NSA men, the same thing they complain on to the people in the get. Interesting complaint on about NSA that was for proofing yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? What are they raping the people children? Yeah? So that we will continue to be on until we reach 100 now. Because they said that they have international contact and have 42 years experience, everything simple. Okay. The only thing they can put on real pressure, the pressure for corporate safety. When we were 3,000, they call what? Safety. They were too far now, they call safety. Everything stay premium.
Thank you.
So thank you, my brother.
Thank you so kindly. Thank you so kindly. Well, that's it. We out of time. We got to go. And let me say thanks to all of you, the callers, for your calls, your comments, suggestions, and recommendations. The way forward on how best we can move our country, Mama Liberia. Those of you in Radio Land, thank you for your listening, bro. Talk About It's taking weekend break to be back on Monday. Those of you in the diaspora, that's a very big thank you to Buto Radio in Sino County, 102.3. Karen Tier, Karina Tier, and the rest of the folks for relaying our program. Until next week, at which time I'm back. My name is Israel. Where we are. See, have a wonderful weekend from the nation's capital, Morocco. Bye-bye.